Those Achievement Hunter guys are sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your data is your business. Protect it at expressvpn.com/achievement. Go there now, if you dare.
Goddamn show, Trevor. We're in the show.
Is this the show?
Yeah,
No.
this is the show. Hey, welcome to Off Topic. This show, Off Topic, is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Stop putting your online data at risk, you fool. Get protected at expressvpn.com/RTTV. That time it is RTTV. Last week it wasn't. Why? Tyler will tell me after the show. It's a secret.
Secrets.
You
I'll
say
never
both.
tell.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't
He's
see.
gonna talk.
I mean,
I'm gonna make him talk.
this is.
That was a good practice run for the when we do the episode.
Which is now. Hey, what's up? Pre-tape. We did the show yesterday that you watched last week.
I know it's like.
I'm Mikey. We got,
right.
hang on, Trevor. We got Alfredo. And we got Sarah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because Sarah, didn't you have a meeting today?
No, I didn't actually.
Whoa! Dropping up.
Oh, you had a meeting with Lewis.
Oh.
I actually didn't have a meeting with
Aren't you
Lewis today.
excited?
So excited.
Wow.
This
No.
is perfect timing.
It's like a
Dripping.
ventriloquist.
Perfect timing.
Just
Dripping
throwing her
with
voice out
enthusiasm.
there.
No.
Oh,
No.
it won't do it as fast as you want
No,
it to.
it's not fast, and it's not a clean cut.
Yeah.
It's not.
But through a,
No.
say, an interesting series
No.
of, it's like the multiverse, right? So many things had to fall into place for Sarah to be on the show, but she made it happen.
No.
Yeah.
She was like, I looked over at Sarah and she went like this.
No.
Like Kang the Conqueror.
She just went
No.
like that.
No.
And I, like Iron Man, I fucking saw it.
Yep.
No.
I saw her across the battlefield.
I literally went today. So I'm there doing some stuff to set up for the thing that we're doing next week, which is the
setup.
reason that we are pre-recording it,
Yeah.
Which happened yesterday.
which happened yesterday.
That was her giving the time stone.
Nonetheless,
Setting it up.
I was setting up stuff, so I'm like, I'm at the office anyway, so if worse comes to worse, I can fill in. And I literally started that sentence with saying, I hate that I'm saying this, and I want nothing to do with this, but technically I will be there.
And then you manipulated the machinations behind the scenes.
Well, because
to-
Kai was going to be on.
Well, Kai
and
was there
it
for the
was-
Soul Stone, is what happened.
Right.
I think, ultimately.
And we wanted to, like, shore up the tech.
Kai was the sacrifice
of
for the
like,
stone.
unwilling.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure, you know, we had like the audio, because it's like tricky with the remote. When people
It is.
remote's bad enough, but like in person and remote, you get delay issues, you get echo issues, and so
Yeah.
we're like, let's make sure we get this right. I think Sarah came in, took a bunch of equipment. It mysteriously vanished.
Just started ripping
Missing
things.
headphones. It's like we had
We
three
had
cables.
Kai on the
and so-
monitor for a second, and then we didn't. And I saw Sarah in the corner scurry away into the darkness with a cable dragging me.
Oh no!
Yeah. It was like when you
Camp
walk out
Trail.
like when you walk out of the bathroom and you got that toilet paper on your shoe.
Yeah,
it was
it was
like,
that.
is that an Ethernet cable on your?
like, it's
they're
gone.
gone.
Dang, dude.
I'm just happy
Yeah.
that Sarah's here because I can finally confront the person that stepped on my dog.
Let's get
We've
to the bottom of
talked
this.
about this so many times already.
It's
In
okay.
fact-
Hey,
in fact, last
it's okay. It's a safe
Without,
place.
yeah.
And
Well,
he-
not for Gabu.
I feel like I need to clarify. I did not kick Gabu.
Right.
No.
Step.
I-
we
No.
never
Right.
said
No.
What's a stump?
No.
Let me
We
clarify.
were all hanging out, and we were walking in this small little house, and I turned, and then Gabu was there on the ground, and I
On the ground.
Trying to show Sarah love and affection. Looking up with those puppy
I literally
eyes
walked straight
going,
through the door.
"Hey."
Walked straight through the door. Was
straight
talking to
through the
somebody.
dog.
Turned, and then there was Gabu. I didn't mean to, and immediately
All of
I
a sudden,
was
she
on
checked
the
the
ground
bottom of her boot,
apologizing.
and there she
Dude,
was.
From
scraping her off.
I'm just looking. I see the side angle. I just see it. Whoa!
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
the reaction was, oops, what
Everyone-
happened? Did
literally-
something happen?
Everyone there was. You just hear, "Arr!" and everyone there was like, "Oh my god!" And then just Gabu running for her
Yeah,
life
that did
away
happen.
from Sarah.
I felt really bad. I felt so bad, and it was just. I got on the floor. I apologized, and then I gave Gabu a very
Jesus.
a very wide
just
berth
the level
after that.
Of
She doesn't even,
has
she doesn't
given
even know.
Gabi a
She doesn't even know.
He is free.
It all
I'm
comes
really
back
sorry
around.
about Dobby.
It's just wild. Well, I'm happy you're here because, you know, you, one, confessed to the crime, and two, the place is surrounded, so good luck.
Place is surrounded.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when you leave, get your
There's a
hands
bunch
up.
of canines outside. waiting for
on.
Zach to
Come out with your shoes up.
See those feet? Wait.
No, you don't want to see them.
Cover legs. She'll stomp on you.
Yeah, you gotta do the like leg chains where they go.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
You
why
give
they
her an
ask
inch,
people to
she'll
like
take a
cross
paw.
the legs.
I didn't. It was not intentional. I felt very bad, and I
It felt
There was a
Remorse is
handful of
important.
us there, and Gabu ran around.
She felt bad when she
being
got caught.
doing just fine.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, because I
No one
stayed
else-
away because I
No one else stepped on.
I
She
understand.
couldn't help herself.
I understand that I am a klutz, and I just am a mess, and I understand that about myself, and I feel very bad, and it happened, and there's nothing we can do to stop. Like, it happened.
Oh, yeah,
I fucked up.
I know. There's nothing that Gabu can do because Gabu's been limping ever since.
Gabu's not been limping.
That was the
I've seen Gabu since.
Gabu's been throwing up and everything. Oh,
cough?
and
Yeah.
and
It explains the cough you talked
Yeah,
about.
it's the stop cough.
Gabi goes through a
cough.
invasive surgery, and then Sarah tip taps all over her. She's tap dancing on your puppy.
What are you doing? Are you just trying to escape?
No,
through your-
Panic scrolling.
No,
Panic
I'm not
scrolling.
You
kidding.
just started looking up a text message or something.
Because
Lewis was
Steffi
like, "We need to
needs
talk
social
about
stuff.
this."
I film stuff for social. That's part of the reason I was here. To
That's
film
true.
stuff
I
for
mean,
social.
again,
Yeah.
you
Yard
volunteered
man-
to be on. No one
That's
volunteered you, and so you seem to be at odds.
yeah, and I
with
fucking
yourself. You can regret it.
Three
That's
of you
fine.
sat here,
but
then I
admit it.
came in, and she was like, "Oh shit," and then I was like, "Oh yeah, this is going down." Surprise! You're being confronted.
Have a seat.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Have a seat.
Yep.
Is your screen name Dog
I don't know what else wrong with me.
502?
Oh no.
Was this your text? I must stomp that dog all night, stomp her into dust. Now, why would you say something like that? Have some lemonade.
We see here a leg emoji next to a dog face emoji.
I sent him that. I sent him that. And he was like, "Whoa!" I think he said, "I didn't even know there was a leg emoji." Because it's very weird. It's like a side profile of a yellow leg.
You can
and it's-
say
it's
anything in
bending.
emojis now.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know that existed. I know there's a foot emoji, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know there's a foot emoji?
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Feet tall.
Why not?
I know there's a foot emoji.
Emoji.
Yeah.
I know there's a foot emoji because East egg.
The East Egg.
There's a lot of feet and eggs. I sent Fiona some emojis, some not.
Wait,
Were you just sending her pictures of eggs?
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with that?
Fucking
I know.
weird,
I know.
that's
There's
all.
a foot emoji because
weird.
Michael, myself, Eric, Fiona, and Kayla have like a group text chat, and we.
Well, that was after the podcast.
Yeah, we revived it after because we were playing Fall Guys, and then we just kept talking about like throat goat because that was Kayla's like
Her handle.
her
name.
name,
Her
the
name.
name
not
on
her
her Twitter, not her handle.
name.
And then eventually we just kept saying goated and throat goat throughout the whole
Yeah, that's
play
why
session. And then we said foot goat, and then
Yeah.
Eric loved that, and
Yeah,
so
there was a lot of goat.
there's a lot of foot emojis.
I remember I
next to
sent
goat
I
in that
sent
text chat.
like a 6 emoji string
Yeah.
about feet and lips and goats.
God.
That's it.
Does anyone has anyone been living their life?
Yo, we were living, and I was here yesterday.
I haven't been living my life. I feel like
You weren't here yesterday. Where's your goddamn story?
woke up
you
for
story rat.
15 months ago. 15 months ago, like whip
eyes are
whip
getting watery.
band team. I was just rubbing them.
Emotional right now.
I was just rubbing them, man. It's like the end of the day on a Friday. This is brain melt day. This is the day that
it's Thursday.
I writhe around in a Gmod or something.
Yeah, Fridays are Gmod days.
It's a nice way to end the week in Gmon. I want to do more detective work in Gmon. I know I do a
Oh,
lot
I
of
thought you
shooting.
just were gonna stop at detective work, and then you said in general. And I was
In
gonna
general.
say, go on.
Yeah, I signed up to be a detective, just for my local neighborhood.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I wouldn't trust that.
flyers.
Volunteer.
You wouldn't trust it because it'd be Gabu and Frades. local detectives, and then I dress up like Sherlock, and so would Gabu, and we'd run around, and she'd try to sniff the case out, but she got stomped on, so she's still.
Watson's always getting
hard of breathing.
Her olfactory senses are impeded by the damage.
She's learning to just live through it.
Yeah. One day at a time.
There's still like a skid mark right on the side of it too.
Get out of here.
You
Like,
should watch.
No.
You should watch Samira, Royal Detective, if you want to like scratch that detective itch.
It's what?
It's a Disney show.
Oh, I thought as much. Or maybe a Netflix.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
show.
it's a
Beast Wars is on Netflix.
It's a bit bop. Did it come out yet?
The new, yeah.
Oh, like a new or like the old stuff?
new.
New.
New Beast Wars.
I was like, listen, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I
Is it
grew up on some
Cheetar?
Beast Wars. It does not hold up.
Oh no.
It's like three polygons talking to 4 polygons in a desert. It's
Yeah, and
always.
that desert, you think, oh man, desert, pretty simple background. Man, boy, does it look so plain.
Always out of focus too.
Yeah,
Like-
it's just like there's a little bit of a hill maybe, and then there's just the ground is just sand colored, and
Yeah.
there's no texture to it.
I have no idea what you guys are talking
Beast
about.
Wars?
Beast Wars. is
Never-
an
Transformers show?
Transformers, but they're all
it was like
animals.
Animorphs,
All right, let me
but
ask you
like
this.
10
Let me-
years prior, like
let me-
removed
Was it? I don't think it was.
resolution.
I think it was pretty
well, I'm
close
just
to
saying, like
Animorphs.
What
technologically
what
speaking,
fell on
remo-
Earth? It was like
They did.
no, but was it Allspark or was it just
I don't fucking know.
The Allsparks is definitely
Sparks? Yeah.
What's up?
it's definitely Transformers, right?
That's what
Yeah,
Beast Wars
yeah.
is.
Okay.
They transform from
Instead of
animals.
cars,
Instead of
they're
cars, they're
animals.
animals.
So Optimus
But it's the
Prime
same,
is
like,
Optimus
worlds?
Primal. He's the gorilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Transformers.
And then
Okay.
Megatron in this iteration
He's a
was
fucking
T-Rex.
dinosaur.
Yeah, he's a T-Rex.
Yeah, because he likes the arms.
You like the show because Megatron's a T-Rex just constantly tries to step on Optimus.
I really wish this is.
I didn't see that coming,
This,
to be honest.
I saw it. This was a.
Let me ask you
the
this.
title
Let's-
of this
let's
episode
bring
just
it-
be the leg emoji.
Let's bring it. Oh, I think so. I think so.
was
that-
literally
will that
2 minutes
work?
of my life, and it is carrying on more
Hey.
than anything else.
All it takes is a quick second.
Just
and the
one,
time is
just
committed.
one flap of a butterfly's wing.
Yeah.
The world has changed forever. Let me ask you this, maybe then. Who the hell is on your cup? Who is that?
Steve Harrington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because I just saw.
Scoops Ahoy.
I saw
Yeah.
a couple. What does it say?
Damn good
Damn good babysitter.
babysitting.
I got 2 of them from
love the
my little
style of the
sisters for my
80s.
birthday, like in 2019. But I got this
grabbed-
one and a Spider-Man
So you
one.
grabbed a couple cups for your little sisters and went, I want one too.
No, actually, I said, "Hey, Mom, I need a new coffee cup," and then she sent me 2 of these, and I was like,
that
"This
holds
is."
like coffee?
I mean, you can put a
It
straw
does.
here, but it's also kind of like a little sippy.
Yeah, but this is so much
sippy
fucking
area.
coffee, I would die. So I was like, "No, it's a water bottle now," and I've been using it as such since. But
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't remember. Is
Good to
that
stay
his? Is that
hydrated.
the
Also-
actor's name, or is that his
so-
name in the show?
that's his name in the
Taco
show.
Bell.
And I went to
That's what I
Taco Bell
thought.
for lunch. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I was
but
thinking
you
looks
also
like
got water.
Water
No,
and ice
it's
water.
pink lemonade and Baja Blast mixed together.
It looks
What do you
call
white.
it?
I used to call it dishwasher water because that's what it looked like.
Oh right.
What a delicious name.
I think
It's
for
also
some
just
light
not- doesn't
context.
sound
Sarah
good.
No,
worked at
it's-
Taco Bell
yeah.
for like 15 years.
No, like 5 years. But yeah, I worked
15
at Taco Bell for a very long time.
Dishwasher water.
She was born in that little press that makes the quesadillas. Let me ask you something. Maybe you have an in. Why the fuck doesn't that quesadilla thing cut it?
Because people are dumb and they don't do their jobs right.
Okay. Because it just kind of bends it a little bit.
It's
like
supposed
it's
to.
like a big. It looks like a. It's almost like a fucking
Pizza cutter, huh?
Yeah, it's like a pizza cutter combined with brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Right? You just hold it. I can
you go-
see them in the window.
You do a rock
and you rock
situation.
it.
Yeah.
But they never cut the
Oh.
damn quesadilla. They
It's
just
because
and
they
then
don't-
I got to do it myself. I'm over here.
I hate that.
It implies where the cut.
That's like when
would've
they don't
Yeah.
exactly. It's.
Well, in
I
case
don't
you
want
wanna
to
eat it
tear along
whole.
the edges.
Yeah.
You do it.
Maybe if you just want the whole thing, boom, it's
What are
still
you, a
connected.
monster?
Well, some people are monsters.
I want to eat
I
the
wouldn't
sides
be like
first
that.
and get nothing but the bread.
The bigger
Because
crime
they
is
go
when they don't
in the
cut
middle.
damn pizza all the way, and then you don't know because then that first pull it rips off all the cheese, and you go,
You kind of know.
Oh,
you
shit.
all the way. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you meant
When
like,
it
you
rips
know
the
if they
tip
don't cut
off?
it at all.
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
circumcises your slice.
Are you talking about Taco Bell pizza or like
No,
pizza?
regular
pizza?
pizza.
Okay.
He's saying when you pull and you full pull because you think it's gonna come, and then it
Yeah.
goes. It's like pulling a fucking tablecloth off a table.
And then
that's your
the
cheese
sheet of cheese and
It just
meat
goes,
just
there goes all your
I
shit.
go, wow, that
No!
fucking sucks.
And then you're just kind of putting it back on. But it's like burning
it's not
your hand
the
'cause
same.
it's so hot.
Not. No. Yeah, no, that fucking. It's terrible.
Could you imagine cooling down your pizza by
Do you ever
hanging the cheese on a little drying rack?
Sarah, do you ever come to work and miss
Clip 'em.
working at
And
Taco
reapply
Bell
it.
instead?
Yeah, I do. I really
can
like my
believe
job
it.
at Taco Bell. I was like, it's so like mind-numbingly like nothing, and that's really nice. It was like just go in, make some tacos, and then
Don't cut the quesadilla all the way.
Right.
No.
Give me hot sauce when I ask for fire, just to piss me off.
I'm saying that they're
Come on.
I just don't do sauces. I never have to deal with that.
What?
That's
The
crazy.
sauces are the
Give me
best
the
part.
The
Diablo,
sauces
give me the
are
fire,
See, the
back
thing
and
about I
forth.
don't like Diablo.
Fire's actually hotter.
Because you're not
Well,
a
it's
fan of
different.
the devil.
Well, no, it's just different. Like
a different hot.
all the other sauces.
It's not sinful.
My my assumption through severe testing of consuming it is the fire sauce is the real sauce, and then it just gets watered down to each like hot. What is there? There's 4, right? There's, like,
Mild.
fire, hot. Is it mild or maybe there's just 3?
It's
No,
mild.
no.
It's
Medium.
yellow.
No, medium.
Is it medium?
Medium. Mild is the lowest. Yeah.
Mild.
Medium.
There's
No, it's mild,
red,
hot,
orange,
fire, Diablo.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There's a mild and a medium.
No, there's not.
Yeah, well, maybe I mean, you don't know. You haven't been there in 15
On one
years.
hand,
15
Sarah worked
years of
there.
experience.
On the other hand, it's Sarah.
professional
True.
food
I
reviewer.
literally just got Taco Bell before this, and I got hot sauce.
Right. Again, though, I don't even count Diablo as like an ascension because it's a totally different flavor.
Let's get to the. It is a different
It's a different flavor.
Let's
So
get
I
to the
wouldn't
bottom of
compare
this.
that on a scale.
That's why I go with fire and Diablo for the
Scale
different
of-
flavors.
One
None of
to-
them are very
1
hot.
to 6.
That was the noise. I thought it was my phone, but it's not.
Which phone is that?
Who is it? Who's being irresponsible
Can you
on a set?
don't look at them?
Careful.
Don't talk
She'll
to
get
them.
ya.
I'm sorry about
Silence
that.
that.
Have we ever in the history of the show talked to the crew in the middle of the show?
Maybe that's because you
I
guys
don't
aren't
think so.
friends with them.
Well, maybe it's because we're trying to do the show. You know, like on the news, when they're always like, "Hey, Chuck," and the guy from behind the camera goes, "Hey," the anchor. Because this is the news. Welcome to Off Topic Achievement Hunter News. I don't have a news thing, but I know this is on the front page. This just in, through Sarah's machinations, she's made her way onto the show. She's the true puppet master. Watch as we all dance.
Oh no.
This episode of the Off Topic Podcast is brought to you by Felix Gray. You know, staring at screens all day can sometimes give me headaches and tired eyes, especially when we're making videos all day. I'm always looking at something. I'm looking at a screen. Right now, I got a monitor in front of me. I got monitors over there. I got phones. I got everything up the wazoo. But then, got these pair of Felix Gray glasses, and everything changed. Felix Gray glasses filter 15 times more blue light than other brands. Blue light makes screen time tough. You know what I mean? And most people, we need screen time. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the world. And you know, your eyes, it gets tough on your eyeballs. It disrupts your sleep. It can even cause neck and back pain. Felix Gray has non-prescription and prescription lenses available, and they offer classic frames from acetate and hand-finished for durable, lightweight, and quite frankly, a dang comfortable pair of glasses. They look good. I think they're stylish. I like my Felix Grays too because you know, since I got LASIK, I can't wear any of my glasses that I had, and so look at this. You know, not only do they serve a great function for staring at screens, if I want to, you know, I want to class it up. I want to throw them on. I got a pair I can wear out and about, or maybe just want to wear around the house. You really can't go wrong, especially with their 30-day money-back guarantee. Get yourself a pair of glasses made for the 21st century and designed for modern, hardworking eyes. You have nothing to lose except maybe your eye strain. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/offtopic for the best blue light glasses on the market. That's FELIXGRAY glasses.com/offtopic. Free shipping, free returns, free exchanges. FelixGrayGlasses.com/offtopic.
Yeah?
Sarah, call Taco Bell HQ. Tell them they need a medium.
No.
They got to have something in between.
I think
mild
they used
and
to.
hot.
No, I think they used to have a medium, and that used to be hot, and then they rebranded as mild, hot, and fire.
I mix hot and mild together to make my medium.
That's fucking smart.
Yeah. I'm bringing it back.
That's changing.
Like, bring it down a bit.
Fuck Szechuan sauce. We're bringing
Sarah,
it back
what are you?
immediately.
Who are you talking to?
Sarah's slacking
This is
like
crazy.
Put me on
Put your
the show.
phone away.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
say to be on.
ignore
Let me
the
just sip
audience
one.
and the conversations.
It's
Friday
Friday night. I'm listening to you guys. I got people being like, "Hey,
Friday
who's on
night.
this?"
It's
Friday
3:30.
night.
It's
Feels
night and
all right.
Here,
Middle of the
I was
day.
trying to
What
be
is your
nonchalant
night?
about it,
I'm
but
gonna
now
get
I'm
drunk
just
off
pull my
Usually
phone
I'm
and do
not
it.
conscious.
Now we see.
But like,
Who
do
wants
you
to
guys-
do alcohol
I'll do
with me?
alcohol. Do you guys got whiskey?
What do we have?
Just
There's
drink
an
whatever
empty
Matt
bottle of
drinks, which is
vodka.
literally anything.
Oh,
We
it's
got an
like-
empty bottle
oh,
of this is an award.
There
We
may
got-
or may not be like
oh
two.
fuck, we got who? How have we been scooping?
Matt.
How have we been missing out
I
on
love
Bombay
gin.
Sapphire? Camera.
Can Matt mix that with Coke?
I would not recommend it.
I didn't
Sprite.
ask if you'd recommend
see
it. I
Matt.
asked
Do we
if
have
everything-
tonic
Coke.
water?
He puts everything. I don't know what he was drinking yesterday, but
There's something in Coke.
he poured Coke in it, and
Yeah.
it was, I'm pretty sure, a clear liquid, which
Can-
is not usually a thing you do.
So, our office is currently in boxes, as I assuming you
Has
told
been
people.
for quite a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like, you're
I
Too
went,
long.
I went in there
Great.
before
Doesn't go in.
RTX looking for something,
Okay.
and in a single box labeled Sarah was a full handle of Fireball. And I was like, why is
Yeah,
this
it's
packed
good
like
stuff.
this? Why is it in my shit? Because I know I didn't have Fireball, and it was just like, it's like, what is going on? Like some of the stuff that like happened like with the way the movers did things, I would like open a box and it would be like a mouse, and I'd be like, what? Why does this have its whole box? And then it
A
was
single mouse?
Yes.
Maybe it looked important.
Oh, maybe it's someone that like used to work at Amazon, because you know sometimes you get those big ass boxes with like a small
But,
little thing, and you go, "What a fucking waste!"
we got.
Well, I was gonna say we also have Fireball in at my desk. Was what I was saying.
Ooh, Doble Black, Johnny
is
Walker.
that?
I've never
just
heard
said.
of double black.
Walker.
It sounds like
Oh,
it's
is that
bad.
the logo? It's just a man in a top hat
Yeah,
strolling.
yeah. You see his
Interesting.
cane and you see his
Yeah,
jacket.
that's a pimp cane is what that is. I've seen one of those.
Yeah, he doesn't use that for walking.
No, it doesn't that.
Okay, there. I'm done. I will not send another Slack. There.
Oh,
going in my
update on Gabu. She got her stitches out.
Yay.
She got her stitches out, and the donut is off. And I've never seen that kid so happy.
She running around?
Oh
She a
yeah,
kid?
she's been
She a
running.
squid.
She a kid squid. Oh, so
Oh,
I should put her in some
This smells
costume.
quite nice.
Just no.
You want to smell it? No?
Oh no, I know. I forgot. Wait. Oh.
What?
Just an infinite amount of power.
No, there's
in
just
that box.
things on here.
Like what?
The kid squid.
Kid squid.
Just said.
Yeah.
What's kid squid?
I don't want to blast the audience. I mean, I will though.
Blast.
I'm a squid. I'm a
that
kid.
and
I'm a
this?
squid. I'm a kid. I'm a
Well,
squid. I'm a
that?
kid.
I mean,
I'm a kid.
Well, that's because I saw Kai's skin in Gmod and then just danced around her singing that until I executed her character.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't flatline you. Like, that's enough of that song.
Well,
Done.
you know, I gotta take Kai out because she'll come for me
Yeah?
and my knees. Yeah. What is the? Is there like music in the background?
Yeah. Again, it was during the
Unruly Rollers?
The Unruly Rollers. So the whole thing was like,
It was a space mission.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was produced. Like that was a that was a produced show with like a soundtrack and like not a script, but like a path that
Was it-
Alec had.
Is this the one
Was
that
it like
RTX?
the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it like the D&D thing we did
Yes.
with Alec
it was
last
just like
year?
that, except here in the studio.
God, I danced
There
for
were
like
props and stuff.
45 minutes.
Yeah, so at the very end, it was like this alien born from an egg, and I decided it was me.
A moon egg.
Sounds
A
about
moon
right.
egg. And
It was a
then-
space god or something.
Yeah, and you were like, and it's, I guess Michael's playing. I got so excited.
I went on a spacewalk to go see the moon reveal. It was going to crack open because it was an egg. And then Michael stands up in its place. I'm like, okay, I guess you're it. And you're like, Papa, Papa, hungry. Like I watched
Trevor's getting slowly backing up.
I kept just inching away, and Lindsay was like, I think they want they said something like tea, like
Yeah.
the drink.
Yeah,
Like,
Lindsay was
oh,
Australian.
Yeah,
too.
I thought-
Lindsay
I
was
think they want
They
some
want
tea.
some tea.
And I was like, no, no, it's not what they want.
Something else.
Alex's brain is interesting. He
Yeah.
always comes up with odd things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Was
You
it?
don't help.
Was there more structure? Because I remember when we did it,
there
it
was
just like
there was
whatever you want.
No, there was structure. I don't know how well we
That's a good
actually
music
paid
for
attention
it.
to it, but he had a whole path. It was good. Mm-hmm. My head hurt after
3
that.
acts.
My head was killing me right after that. I was like, oh.
Was it from your voice?
I was just from screaming, like, because I just kept going, oh!
All right, you were English of some sort.
Of some sort.
And you also did the dance-off, which was a writhing sort of situation.
I was also crouched under a desk for 15
Yep.
minutes before we started.
Lindsay also
I
kicked you
insisted
under there.
that I would be on the set as opposed to just walking in. I was
Yeah.
like, I wanted to be a reveal, but I was pretty certain that the shot wouldn't be wide enough to even, like, people wouldn't notice. I wanted the joke to be like, was he under there the whole time? But I don't know if you could even see the desk, and so it probably just looked like I just walked onto the set. But I knew it was real. And so
that was a real good practical effect.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to save money where I can.
Well,
Right.
practical effects just hold up over time. So
Exactly.
when you watch it later,
You're not gonna
still holds up.
point out the CG. There is none.
It was like
Yeah, I can have a Beast
Snowpiercer.
Wars
You can see the
moment.
lumps in my spine, but other than that,
It was a real Snowpiercer moment because we painted the picture of you kind of unwedging yourself from the gears of the engine because that's what was under the desk.
Correct.
Was the mechanics of the ship. And then somehow you became a vital part of our,
oh
our
yeah,
crew.
yeah. Well, I was
Captain dies and all things go to hell.
Sarah was
Oh
there.
man.
I was not.
Sarah
No,
tries-
I wasn't.
We were all human.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm married a lobster.
What?
Yeah, there were
think so.
lobster things. I remember that.
There's one
I
kicking
am
around over
regretting
there.
not watching this. Like, I'm just like, because I remember Clarissa made like
you know,
several comments to me
there's
being
a
like, I
VOD,
have no
so-
idea what the hell that was. And I was like,
Stopping you from watching the VOD.
not wanting to listen to your guys' voices every second of my day is stopping
I mean,
me.
but I mean, you just said you wanted to. I'm just like
Brutal.
It's this constant like, wish I could watch it. You can. I'm not watching that.
How
It's very
dare
weird.
you ask?
Oh, I'll be on the podcast. Why am I on it?
I didn't think it was gonna happen. It was more of a.
It's just weird.
I'll be in the podcast.
Oh yeah. Hey, are you?
I
are you
put the
slacking,
phone away.
Sarah?
I'm sorry.
Now she's just fiddling with her mask.
I'm sorry.
She wanted the
Can you
optics.
Leave me the fuck alone.
She wanted to
helping,
right,
but didn't
not
want
actually
to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I didn't think this was gonna happen.
it's
I
happening.
think Michael
right?
was gonna say
but
no. I was
It's
like, yeah,
here
never mind.
happening though. So, you know, just
I volunteer on
wake
the
up.
weekends, but I'm always busy. You know?
I'd hand out soup if I could.
Yeah.
I'd probably eat it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know.
I
You
think
know
about
me.
it.
No, that's
Me. It's better that I'm not there. Oh. That's how I'm helping.
Yeah.
That I watched that episode of Camp Betrayal, the food episode.
Episode 2.
Yeah, where you're slurping away at the just
Yeah.
goop.
Oh, we're in the future. I forgot. Episode 4 is out now.
Yeah.
I'll kill you. That's out.
Oh, is that
That
out?
one. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I remember that and episode 4 burned into my brain from everything that transpired like behind the scenes.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Just being like,
The
this
little-
is the 4th episode of the show. There's a lot of other stuff where I know the food's 2 because it came out and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's so many things that are a blur, but I'm like, oh, I know that's episode 4.
Yeah.
I'm certain of
Yeah,
it's a pivotal
so-
moment in the show.
So peek behind the curtains. That rage was real.
No.
Because again, something happened during that episode behind the scenes, which I was just like,
I mean, you don't know. It could be in the scenes.
it could be. It could
We
be.
haven't seen it
I have
yet.
no clue.
I hope it is.
I have no clue.
I'm just glad for it to
um,
come out because either A, it's in it and we can go, there it is,
Yeah.
or B, it's not in it and we
Yeah.
can talk about it.
I'm pretty sure it's in because I think I saw just like a snippet of it. But
Right.
there's a
I mean,
a
not the
part
whole picture.
where I'm tied down, and what you don't know is I was tied down for about 40 minutes.
Well, you were tied down.
I was tied.
You were tied and you were
I was
on the
my
ground.
knees, my hands tied,
Right.
and blindfolded
stood up.
for like 40 minutes, and no one told
And
me that we weren't shooting or,
if
or
you're-
when we would shoot.
If you're an eagle-eyed or eared listener, you may have heard me for the last 3 months in content going, hey, you want to get on your knees and put a blindfold on throughout any video we've been filming,
Yeah.
be it Minecraft or GTA or Gmod. I just love bringing it up constantly.
Yeah, I was tied down for a bit unnecessarily,
actor.
and I knew that was gonna fuck up my back, and so that rage in that episode was real.
Well, it came from a real place. Because those moments are about 5 hours apart.
Oh man.
It was good though.
It was a fun show.
Mm-hmm.
one
Oh,
I'm
that
actually
particular
watching.
thing was fun. I liked watching.
Oh yeah, I was pretty pissed off after that. And the funny thing was, I was pissed off and really upset after I got up off of the ground, which I was on my knees, blindfolded for no reason, in the cold, in the dirt. But I was a little mad, very mad. And then after that, I went, all right, cool, back to shooting.
You know what's
But
really funny,
everyone's
though?
like, are you okay?
Here's
which is great
here's
because everyone's looking
Here's
out
what's
for
really
me.
funny. Again, this is like kind of spoilery if you haven't watched the episode yet. Please do so. Can't Betrayal. It's out now. Only 2 episodes left as of the live posting of this pre-recorded video. But what's funny is on the other side of that contraption that you were in was Leon. You may know him as well. And
My favorite.
and so you had the moment where like you come over and you're like, man, what this is fucking bullshit. I'm on the ground. Noel, who maybe not as bad, but very similar situation as yourself, comes over and he's like, man, this is fun. This is just fun. This is really, I love this.
He was
This
like,
is so much fun.
guys, thanks for having me out here, guys. And I was like, no, shut up, Noel. Now's not the time.
Like this is
No.
this shit's so much fun.
Noel's such just like an awesome person to talk to. He's just always in a good
Yeah.
mood. I don't know.
There were moments in the show where we'd be shooting something and he's like, hey, screw you, man. And then we cut. He's like, hey, I'm sorry about that.
He's a nice
I was just
guy.
kidding. I'm just kidding around.
Also, I never knew like the whole time. I don't think he. Well, at least to me, he didn't bring it up that he had this evil alter ego, Leon.
I didn't know either. I didn't know until the
I
episode
watched the
started
episode and
airing.
went, "What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Where was Leon the whole time?"
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, that guy, flying under the radar.
Yeah.
His first handful of episodes. Does he make it? Gotta watch
Does he
to find
break
out.
it?
He might break it.
Does he
just
get
never
turned
knew.
into a worm?
The thing too is like, you can tell he's really enjoying himself and he's really having fun with himself because like for us, we do something like that and we tell each other, look, man, the interviews had this whole Leon thing going on the whole time. He never told a soul.
Oh, yeah.
He
He
just kind of
just-
kept it to himself.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's
He's
for
like,
him.
this
Yeah.
one's just for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
This is gonna be great.
It worked, man.
Yeah.
Fan favorite. He's up there.
Charlotte's up there. too.
Leon.
Leon, yeah.
Noel.
No, I don't.
People still like him.
I don't think people
Leon's
know
up there.
Noel at this point. It's just Leon. Charlotte too. It's just funny.
How's that mask?
Good.
I'm sorry I'm a fiddler, Michael. Can you just let me exist and not call it out? Like, that'd be lovely.
Everyone can see you,
No one
Sarah.
can see anything.
Everyone can see you. You're on the podcast.
podcast.
Unless you're a listener. Just so you know, Sarah's fiddling. Fiddler's
Yeah.
got her little water
The
cup. She has
mask.
put away her Taco Bell dishwasher.
Dishwater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dish. Was it dishwater?
Dishwater.
Dishwater.
Dish-
Also,
Okay,
if
sorry.
you
Washer
mix
water, I think
all
you
of
said.
the drinks together at Taco Bell, or at least used to, it tastes like bubblegum. Fun fact. It's
How'd you
awful.
do that?
Yeah.
Because
Were
you
you
work
6
at
when you worked
Taco
there?
Bell for 5 years, and then you're
Sarah
like
was just bored. Like,
Yes.
Weird.
No, there's a guy who it was his favorite drink, and he would like one of the coworkers, and I was
Jack.
like, "This is disgusting."
Favorite drink.
Don't get him
All of
started
them.
on Big Red.
Do you mean cola? Isn't Big Red just like soda?
No, not at
No,
all.
No,
it's
Big
just-
Red is
it's
like
like
liquid
candy.
cotton candy.
It's
Yeah.
fucking like.
Oh.
I tried like a
It's
sip
so
of it once, and I
sweet,
went.
It's not good. It's not even just the sweetness.
like
It's
you
the
just-
flavor.
I can't
Well,
even
it's
drink
everything.
Coke or like any soda really unless there's alcohol in it because it's too sweet. Like I just like
Yeah, Sarah doesn't drink straight mixers.
Right.
It's not
That
good
makes
for you.
sense.
no.
No, I think when I first came here, it might have been when I landed.
First arrived.
I don't know if it was Jack
For
or
you first landed, you were just out looking for TT. Where TT?
I think it might have been Jack, but like we'd go out to Frank and like some other local places. Rest in peace, Frank. But
The restaurant.
yes, and
Franklin's?
maybe the man.
No. Frank's
Hot dog place
Hot dog
downtown.
Where the what?
went into business because they like didn't pay their taxes or something.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're back. And then it was like, oh no, we're not.
Oh,
weren't.
damn
Yeah.
it. Good hot dog place is
very good,
delicious.
yeah.
It was a good place, but yeah, I remember being there and somebody was like, "Oh, you gotta have Big Red." It's like a whole thing. So you're like, "Oh, okay, it's one of those awesome things," and like I get it, and they serve it in this mason jar. It's way too sweet to finish.
See, a lot of people
Way
say
too,
cotton
like-
candy. I was trying to think of what it was. It's like bubble gum to me. It's like bubble gum soda.
It's water,
Want to drink?
Either way,
sugar, and red
Awful.
food coloring, and that's like it.
it's like a big Texas thing.
Weird. Also, the fucking drink portions in Texas,
They're
they need
huge.
to stop.
Yeah.
Dude, Whataburger's nuts.
I'm like, can I get a small? And it's like this. And I'm just like, what?
There is,
Theaters are
and what's
nuts.
funny is
the theaters are wild.
the thing
like,
about theaters,
huge.
even theaters, I can wrap my head around because it's like
So you don't have to get up.
You don't have to get up and refill your drink. That
Sure.
makes sense. A
Yeah.
fast food restaurant doesn't make sense to me.
No.
And it's funny saying this for any like international viewers. America's like that in general.
Yeah.
Right? Like not Texas takes it to another level, right? If you get a water cup in another country, it's this big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I have more? Because I'm just used to, again, now Texas, even then, water makes sense because it's like 1,000 degrees out and you're just like, if you're outside, you're sweating to death. I'm all for like, here's a ginormous cup of water. Soda is kind of insane when you get a half a gallon of soda.
Dude, the
in a
cups are
single
so
cup.
massive, it's difficult for me to put them next to, like, in the middle cup holders.
Yeah.
Because
Even-
they just push each other apart with
even,
how fucking
like-
big they
like
are.
Whataburgers-
It's like, who needs this much fucking soda?
I don't
dude?
know if it's they're medium or they're
People
large.
with problems.
But Whataburger's cup
cut
is
out
so
soda, too.
massive.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
That they make the bottom tiny.
Yeah,
so you
so-
can
yeah,
fit it in it,
yeah.
and then it gets fucking huge.
Oh, yeah. It, like, funnels
But it's
out.
very small because the cup won't even
Yeah.
come close to fitting in a cup holder.
I feel like if you filled it, structurally it wouldn't be able to hold itself alive. Just
What?
because of how the bottom is so
What?
Trying to
it gets
get
so
out.
wide. It's just the weight of the water. You're holding it. It squeezes. It flexes in.
It's always like shitty cups that are about to fall apart.
Super sizes
Yeah,
never left
styrofoam.
Texas. They just started calling them
Yeah.
Texas size, and now they have like little inventions for your car, like little plastic things that make the cup holder like further apart and like raised up so you can fit bigger. Like, come on.
I don't need all
Let
that.
that be the limiting factor. Maybe we don't need the giant. What is it? 128 ounce like 7-Eleven
Big
giant
gulp or
refill
whatever.
like
Oh
mega
God!
gulps.
I forgot about your
Gulp.
goddamn mega gulp.
Yeah, well, sometimes
You never did anything with that. Was
I
that
drank
any
it on this
content?
podcast one time.
Oh, yeah.
From
It was
top to
like-
bottom, all the water.
Oh.
I was gonna explode. I think I drank too much water that day.
It's like your
did not feel
recommended
good.
for a
Yeah,
day.
well, like that's
It's
like
120.
you used
or
to
so.
just carry that around
it could be
and like
well,
just
too much
sip
water.
at it and make
How many
jokes
glasses
about
of
it
water?
all
That's
the time.
like right on target.
8 times 8, 64. So that's like double your. Do they say
Well,
how many
well,
glasses
I guess.
do they
Sorry. I guess there's like general recommended, and then
wonder how
there's
many
like
this is.
exercise recommended. That's what my brain is. Like when you're
Yeah, if
working
you have
out,
creatine,
and
you definitely
you're doing
wanna be
that
drinking
shit,
water.
You
Oh,
want
yeah.
like 100 to 120 a day. It's not
Yeah.
near like insanity levels. It's a lot of water, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not like too much.
Also, like spreading it out. Like if you like just drink
Right.
a little bit every once in a while, you're fine.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by DoorDash. Slowly but surely, the world is opening back up, and sure, you could go out to a restaurant, I guess, but maybe you're a little nervous to do that, or maybe you just don't want to. You know what I mean? Couch is pretty comfy. You don't want to put clothes on. Just chilling in your jammies. I get it. I do it all the time. Well, luckily for you, DoorDash connects you with the restaurants you love right now and right to your door. But it ain't just restaurants, okay? You can even get the grocery essentials you need with DoorDash. That's drinks, snacks, toothpaste, deodorant, whatever you need. Plus, ordering is super simple. Just open up the app, choose what you want from where you want, and all your items will be left outside your door with the contactless delivery drop-off setting, okay? I'm always dashing, okay? I'm Doran, I'm dashing. I'm a big fan. I mention it all the time because I eat it all the time. Oh, it's been 12 hours since I've had the Wendy's pretzel pub spicy chicken sandwich. DoorDash got me covered. I wait, I get it, I eat it, I move on. Don't have to leave the house, don't have to worry about it, no fuss. Maybe I get a Frosty too, just a small Frosty. For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code OFFTOPIC2021. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code OFFTOPIC2021. Don't forget that code. It's OFFTOPIC 2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change. Terms apply.
So Camelback.
Thinking of like going back to like the big sizes and stuff with fast food. Remember how right, McDonald's had small, medium, large, supersize, and then the supersized movie came out, and then McDonald's was like, all right, we'll take out the
That's
supersize.
a whole lie, and it's not real.
Okay, cool. But there's no more supersize.
Regardless, both of those things did happen.
Yes, but I'm just saying the
Supersize
movie
Came out,
supersized
and they
went
don't.
away.
Yeah, they
is
don't,
really
they're
fucked
not.
up and not true.
Would you like to
But
supersize
where
that?
does the McDonald's fries has like a basket option now? Where is that? line
What?
up? Yeah, you can get a
for a long
basket of
time.
fries, which
I don't go
for
to
like a year or
McDonald's.
something.
At least a year. Yeah, it's
Where does
definitely
that
big. I
line
mean,
up? Is that their way of just like, oh, it's like supersized?
It's like supersized, but I think the implication is to share.
Right. 'Cause
It's
it's
a
a
basket.
basket.
Yeah.
Share that.
It's very
You're
much
reaching
like
your
for
hand
everyone.
in
You can eat it from two different. It's like this. It's shaped like this table.
Ooh.
You know, you can grab it wherever you're from. Granted, you just get one person.
Is it more than large?
It absolutely
portion?
is.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Let's test that. Buy the basket, buy the large,
absolutely-
empty
And
the
just start
basket, put
counting
the large
fries.
in, and then
Yeah.
count the
You
fries.
gotta get them in two separate bags though, because
Yeah.
fries are gonna
Yeah, they'll
spill.
spill.
You gotta
Bag
count bottom of the bag
fries.
fries.
You don't need to
Exactly.
count any of them. Just put them on a scale.
Ugh, math.
Well, what if the basket
Smarts
weighs
and
different to the-
efficiency.
You empty it out into like a bowl.
Yeah, but that doesn't look good. You want it as it is.
Yeah, so counting it works better. Like you're not gonna have to
Yeah.
touch every single one of them.
I wanna
Who cares
touch
if you
every
touch
single
all
one.
of
I want to
them?
get them
Touch
all over
them.
my greasy fingers. I like
What
that.
is you
I like
want
the way my
to
hands
see
feel.
the basket? I don't want to see
open
fries in a bowl.
doors and, like,
Squeeze French
use, like,
fries.
God damn it,
keyboard.
Sarah.
Squeeze
Oh, I'm so sorry that I'm using logic.
Squeeze them. And they mush
Yeah.
through my fingers.
Self-destruct! Kill me now! I'm ready to go!
On a more serious note, TT. Oh yeah, that's right. Now that we're in a visual place, we on the stream the other day we kept dropping TT, and I was like, well, now I want a TTT, which is just two T's right here.
No, you can't do that.
Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that?
It's just for me. It's just I want it for me.
I just
TT's very litigious.
TT is very litigious, and I'll tell you. I was gonna come up with a name, but
there is a name out there you could
Tilda
use.
Swinton was the first one that came to mind, so I was gonna say Tilda Twinton was very litigious.
Why is that the first?
I
one
don't
that
know.
comes to
Think
mind?
of a
her
T name
name,
that you know
bro.
that's two T's. What is it? What is her name?
Ted Turner.
Ted Talk.
I thought Tina Turner was what I thought.
Oh, Tina Turner's a good one. Yeah.
Jeez.
Ted Turner, I guess.
Yeah, who the fuck's that?
Nobody knows.
Exactly.
No.
Tina Turner. People know who Tina Turner is.
You guys watching?
Googleable.
Speaking of Ted,
Not
Lasso?
Ted Lasso.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I started the first episode of season 2.
Yeah. Today
Good
we're
stuff.
pre-recording, obviously, but today is the second episode, so I'm excited. What I like the most about
this
it,
week-
What you do
release.
when you're excited.
yeah. Well, I do it. I
She's
do
like,
it.
it's Ted Lasso night.
I do it a little bit
We-
There gotta be
Lasso
small
night.
motions.
very subtle.
Yeah.
I'm like, Barbara. Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. And he kicks the ball around.
Barbara walks in and
kick a
George is
ball.
doing this, and she goes, "New Ted Lasso tonight?"
I really like that show because it's a totally different pace than everything else we're watching. Everything else is like I'm watching Handmaid's Tale. Well, not now,
Ooh.
but we were watching it recently. A bunch of reality shows, and all these shows are like falling over themselves with drama and stress, and everything's always going wrong. Ted Lasso, it's nice. You're cruising.
It's
like there's some small wrinkles.
Such a pleasant show.
Yeah, little wrinkles in the plot. Like, oh no, we're
like,
losing,
like your
but we
shirt,
won.
But then it steams
Stop it,
itself
you.
while it's wearing it.
Yes.
Ouch! Don't do that. That's bad.
He
You
did
could
it
get
on
third-
this show.
Trevor, you
right
could get like
over there.
third-degree burns from that.
That's
didn't,
ridiculous. I'm a professional.
Just first.
I
He had
feel a
some
little bit of-
cooked TTs.
My TT.
They were like little pepperonis.
scarred.
I literally don't even know the last TV show I watched because I'm in a reading phase. So like I like haven't even watched a show in like.
Did you read The Green
months.
Knight?
No, I didn't because
say
I
Can't
like that?
wait for that movie.
because it just looks
A24
ridiculous.
is
Comes
just
out-
killing it.
Is it
man.
out this week?
It's out already.
This,
Yeah.
Oh
It's out.
yeah, it came out this.
Today's
week.
Friday.
Came out
It's
last
out.
night.
Last week.
Oh well, yeah.
There's something else that's
But yes,
coming out
it's out.
soon.
Thing.
I
Even
don't
in real
remember.
time, it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Suicide
Green Knight looks awesome.
Squad?
There's something else that's like soonish or like nowish. That's less big
What?
than Suicide
When's
Squad, but
when's What If?
a couple
That's-
weeks.
Yeah.
Is that Disney?
August.
That's the next
Yeah.
Marvel, yeah.
Marvel. I'm so happy about that because it's basically
good.
exploring the comic series What If, which is like,
Wild.
What if?
yeah, what if blank.
Well, I'm excited that
Obviously.
the Watcher is the narrator, which I think is cool. The Watcher.
I feel like that.
just giving me weird looks, Trevor. I was
It's
like,
an animated show, right?
know
It's
that.
kind of like the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Think of like Animatrix.
It looks-
There's a bunch of different
Yeah.
what if stories that happen, but I feel like these are going to play a bigger role into the Marvel Cinematic
You think?
Universe. I think they will. August 11th. Oh shit. We're getting
Soon.
close.
August is next month, and it really stresses me out.
August is
I am-
tomorrow.
No, it's not, is it?
It's
like
30.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Too soon.
Yeah,
I don't like
as
it.
of this recording.
Okay. Push it back. Sarah doesn't like it.
The year's going by too fast.
It's
July
pretty crazy.
32nd.
That we're
Yeah.
7 months down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be my second
This
quarantine.
this has
birthday.
been a real like starter year. Last year didn't count. Last year got nuked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
dude.
is like a starter year. This is like a tricycle year. Like we're almost up to a big bike year.
We got the training wheels on still. Dude,
They're still on. We're on a bicycle for sure.
we're on something.
You know?
Something's happening.
Last year we were
that.
looking out the window at people riding their bikes, just coughing on each other.
Yeah.
This year it's like I'm on the tricycle, but you can only stay on the tricycle and you can only go around the block.
Yeah.
But then it's like next year the big bike is looming and there's no limits with that big bike. And you're going, I hope I get it for Christmas. Who knows? There's a bunch of deltoids running around trying to screw everything up. Just coughing and
Deltoids.
licking.
Very well thought out, complete narrative.
It is.
Created.
Yeah.
Good job.
It is. That's what I do on a daily basis.
I'm just
10 plus
excited
years.
because we talked about it for a while, but
13 years, 15 years.
Well, plus counting from home, but
Yeah.
I don't.
17 years.
we've been talking about it for a while. But Jackie and I started house hunting, so we started the process like 3 months ahead of being able to like actually go look at houses, put down offers. We talked to a bunch of lenders, and then we talked to a handful of realtors. So we found our lender and our realtor like 3 months ahead of time. Started that conversation super early. And even now, like we've been looking at houses, we started the whole process of like meeting our realtor at the house and then like touring the house, seeing what we like, we don't like, us getting to our realtor more like personally, and then the realtor getting to know what we like, what we don't like. And so it's been very interesting, like, you know, the first outing, we looked at like 4 different houses and some big, some small, like first 1 floor, 2 floors, whatnot, and just sitting there going, we like this, we like that, we don't like this, we like don't like that. But now, like after a couple weeks of looking at houses, we've like narrowed it down, and so it's just like, all right, cool. Like whenever one of those that fits our criteria pops up, we'll go, we'll take a look at it. We even looked at like some new builds. We went to like builds where they just had like the skeleton structure up, and I just went
framing or
Yeah, the
whatever?
framing. Yeah, the framing. And I just went, I can't vision this. I just
Yeah.
can't. I was like, ah.
Did they not have model houses for you to look
They
at?
did, but like I don't know. Like buying a house is such a huge purchase. Like I'm someone that needs to see it.
Yeah.
And so I just like,
but then you know that nobody
can't.
was murdered in the house if you buy a new
I
one.
mean,
Yo, murder
you don't know
away.
that.
If it's gonna be cheaper.
yeah, you don't know if someone was murdered on the ground.
Somebody could have been murdered and buried
During
in
the job
cement.
site.
That's when people like to
Yeah.
stash bodies at construction sites because they get
What was
they
that? Was
get
that-
covered
was that a
up.
thing in Dexter or something?
There's a thing in life.
In
3 out of every 10 houses has a body in the foundation.
I was going to say that's the thing in a lot of any crime TV show. Bones. I think
Yeah,
there's like
that's
2
what
different
Bones are.
episodes.
Yeah, the bones are in the
That show's Bones on Bones.
It
Yeah,
is.
I used to watch Bones. That was a cool show.
Bones was pretty good.
Dexter's back, right?
Yeah.
There's like a
What?
Yeah, did you not see there's a trailer of him
They're doing
like
a 1-season return, I think, limited, like a limited.
iCarly's back.
And it's
Carly looks good.
weird.
and it's
The person or the show?
like 10 years later. Like they're following it in real time because
Yeah.
it's hard to get around because you know
He's old.
He's old. Boy, they ruined that show at the end, huh? That went downhill.
I've
so
never seen
fast.
I mean, I started watching it.
Those last
and
couple seasons were
then I
rough.
just kind of stopped.
It was really good. It was one of those like of its times. Like, are you watching Dexter? Like the first couple seasons.
Oh, kind of like the
It was
Game
like-
of Thrones of
It was
its
like the
time.
talk of the town, and it just kept getting better and better. And then I think it peaked with the
I
John
just-
Lithgow season. Season
I-
4 was
I tried to
fucking
watch
phenomenal.
That's
Dexter,
where I
and I
stopped
couldn't.
watching. which
I think
need
that's
to-
where it peaked.
Yeah.
And then it slowly went down.
He had the whole thing with the bathtub, right?
What
Yes,
is this
John
fucking
Lithgow.
show? I just
Yeah,
know
yeah.
he's a
This
murderer.
was a show that I was
yeah.
getting a phone call.
Yeah, he would like.
Display them in a bathtub?
No,
or
he
like-
would
oh,
get in the bathtub with them. and
Yeah.
Throw them in the bathtub.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Is
slacks.
this like his
Also,
face
it's-
emoji or whatever?
Lewis.
Don't.
It's a meeting with Lewis.
Yeah, could be.
Told you.
I
Didn't
knew
I say that at the
I knew.
beginning? And you were like, no, I don't. And now he's
I
making
don't.
the rounds going,
I
where is
had a
she?
meeting at
Yep.
1, and that was
He's
my
You know
last
that
meeting.
goes on
He's
your
looking
face,
for
right?
you.
And you're wiping it
I
on the
know,
table.
you're wiping
I'm
the
just saying.
mouth all
I
over,
realize
like-
I realize that we, have been tested. But you've now turned into a barkeep, and you're just going like this on the fucking table.
I watch it all the time. At this point, it's
Put it
fucking
in your
disgusting.
pocket.
Then I have nothing to fiddle with.
Oh, fiddle with your cup. Fiddle with Steve. Steve, he's there.
Phil was Steve's TT.
TT.
Maybe he's
I
hungry.
can't fucking touch my cup.
Dexter was one of those shows that, like, I had a bunch of friends that watched it. I still might watch it. I still might get in there. It was one of those ones that I resisted. I don't know what I was watching instead at the time. I don't know when Dexter actually came out. But I did see part of one episode, and it was in a boat, and he was hacksawing a guy to pieces, and then chucking him out the
That's what he would
little
do. That's what he
porthole,
would do.
the
That's how he
window.
got rid of all the bodies.
Oh, every episode, every body.
Oh yeah, he was like very meticulous. As he would have me make these kill rooms, which was all like.
Oh, so it wasn't always a boat
It was all
porthole.
dressed
No.
up
The
with,
boat was
like,
his
plastic
boat.
sheets
That's how
and
he'd get
stuff
rid of the
like
body.
that.
Gotcha.
That was always.
And he had
the
like
thing.
one dump spot. Or he dumped.
Oh,
all-
yeah.
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 I remember like there was an episode where it was like, oh, they're gonna go that spot, or they
Yeah.
uncovered
They
that.
found
they found
it,
the spot,
like, as
and he
the
was like,
show
oh
went.
shit.
Yeah. They found like 80 million bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a whole system where like you would never know. He made kill rooms. Now those he made on the fly.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh, I'm gonna kill this guy in a hotel room.
One was in a boxing
I'm gonna
ring.
rent the next room next door and then
Yeah.
turn it into a kill room.
Right.
Yeah, and just put,
then
like,
he'd always
sheets of
like
plastic
he'd
everywhere,
always
and he'd
like
go to town.
like needle them or something, or
Yep.
like chloroform them,
Yeah.
and then they'd wake up strapped to the table. And they're like, and there's just like stuff everywhere. And then he'd have some sort of monologue, like a villain
sometimes
monologue.
I'd show a picture.
But unlike James Bond, they would not get away, and he would kill him.
No.
You're just
Yeah.
hoping, keep talking. Maybe I can
Yeah.
wriggle out of
But they
these
were bad
things.
people.
They
Killed
were.
bad people.
So he was like Saw, but no puzzle.
He basically was like, a serial killer. He had like this murderous intent that he referred to as his dark passenger, like it was a separate entity.
Yeah.
And it would like
Like a
make him
Leon.
kill.
gonna say, did he name it?
His mother was murdered. I can't remember if it was by his father or whoever, but his mother was murdered as a baby, and he was discovered in a pool of blood.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He ended up getting adopted by one of the police officers, and basically at a very young age, he discovered Dexter, his adopted son, was like, oh, you're like a sociopath, and you're killing birds and shit. So he taught him how to kill right, how to cover it up, and only kill bad people.
Yeah.
So he gets the itch. He's like, I gotta fix it. So then he's like, oh, this guy's a murderer and got off. I'm gonna go kill him. And so he did that.
Like Light.
But things got yucky. Sometimes innocent people would get caught in the way, and that made him feel
Wasn't his
bad.
sister like a police officer?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he worked for like.
Oh
the
yeah, he
forensics
was a
team.
forensic guy.
He was a blood spatter.
Yeah,
expert.
he was.
I mean, that makes sense.
And he'd get there, and go.
And then there was the one cop that like hated his ass. Just
Was
the
he
one-
ever-
the one from the meme
Dokes.
was a surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, Dokes.
Yeah, Dokes.
Was there ever a? I mean, I imagine there was. Did he ever like investigate his own
tight.
crime scene?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like, or was it like?
Well,
was that the
no,
main focus, or was that,
I take that back. Not
I think
maybe
the knife
I take
went
that
like
back.
this.
Once or twice, but not usually again because I'm sure it happened and I
Cleans
can't
up
remember it. But
often.
you wouldn't. He wouldn't leave crime scenes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they would just be perfect.
Because it's plastic everywhere.
It'd be
And, like,
perfect.
I have seen that. It's
Yeah.
very
Well,
American Psycho.
Oh,
where
and
it's
I
like-
forgot about this too. He'd always take one sample of blood, put it in
Yeah.
a little piece of glass, like if you put it under a microscope.
Petri
and he
disc.
kept it was his collection.
Yeah, he had a little
sure
collection.
that
He just
like,
go through
it
like
did.
a little album.
That
Yeah,
totally came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got all
The
sloppy.
clinking of the vials.
But have you ever watched Hannibal?
I've started it a couple times,
show.
and I've never
Show.
stayed the course. I've heard it's really, really good.
It's so much. The TV show is so much better than Dexter.
It's only like 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's supreme content. It's
Yeah,
got really.
that's what I've heard.
I watch it like once a year because it's like one of my all-time favorites. And like that's the thing is like I love that show, and so I try to watch Dexter because I was like, murder dude that's murdering people with cool methods and everything, and then it's just not as good. And I'm just like, I like Hannibal so much better. The character is like more developed, but because it's based off of like a very thorough book series
The,
and
like,
everything.
the murder scenes in Hannibal.
Is that a
really,
joke? What's
it
really
based off of?
beautiful.
Hannibal? The book's called Hannibal.
Is it?
Silence.
The second one's called Silence of the Lambs. The first one is Hannibal's Rising, or is the first one the Red Dragon? The first one's Red Dragon, then Silence of the Lambs, and then Hannibal Rising.
Was Silence of the Lambs the first movie though?
It was the first movie made. Yeah, and then no, technically it wasn't because in the 80s.
Red
the main
Dragon
character,
definitely
though.
existed.
In the 80s, they made a Red Dragon movie.
Gotcha. I guess I
And
just didn't see that one.
that one didn't get
Oh,
really
the girl with the
popular because it
dragon
didn't
tattoo
have.
was a sequel.
Oh, with
No.
James Bond
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Well, James Bond.
But then they made Silence of the Lambs with what's his face? That's super famous. And then the guy who plays Hannibal.
Oh, the guy.
you said that and I blanked on his name.
The Stottlemyre, Detective Stottlemyre from Monk.
Westworld.
From Monk. No, Detective Stottlemyre from Monk
Oh.
was in Silence of the Lambs.
I don't know.
Are you talking about
What-
Clarice or are you talking about
Westworld
Hannibal Lecter?
Hannibal Lecter.
Okay.
Did Westworld finish?
Yes.
No, it's still.
No, the show's
they
still
finished the third
open-ended,
season.
but the last season, has concluded. Well, it's been a while, but
If you didn't
Yeah,
know,
where's that
and
show
you're a
gone?
Monk
it's
fan,
going somewhere now.
Detective
It's
Stottlemyre
wild.
from
Oh,
Monk
that's right.
is
it is.
Buffalo
You're in a
Bill
city and there's a
in Silence of
supercomputer.
the Lambs.
and there's-
He's the guy who goes, "I'd fuck me." That's the captain in
Oh,
Monk.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know any of their names now.
Yeah, it's a
He's like,
interesting
"Hey,
voice.
damn it, Adrian Monk. I'm the captain. You crazy OCD germ guy. Get in here and solve this case. But also, I'd fuck me."
This
I don't know what the
Buffalo
actor's-
Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actor's name is.
I don't know.
Oh, he was
actor's
also
name.
the guy he was the asshole, and he got old, as time does to us all, in the last Jurassic Park movie. He was the guy that was in the cage at the
Oh.
very end of the movie with the dinosaur and it killed his ass. The Super Raptor, or whatever the fuck.
I forgot
yeah.
that movie existed.
The whole
Dominus Rex,
fucking,
something like
the whole fucking movie. No, that was the T-Rex.
It was
thing.
like
that
the Dominus
that
Rex
was
is
Jurassic
like-
World. This was Jurassic World 2.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a second Jurassic World?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Evolution? No.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
did
yeah,
that
yeah.
come out?
Like 3 years ago.
It's good that it flew under your
What
radar.
happened is the whole movie, I'm going, who is this guy? Because it's a bald guy. And at the end of the movie, I looked it up and I was like, oh, Stottlemyre. And then I went, oh, he's old. He's old now. And I go, Monk. Where's Monk? Monk.
Where's Monk's Return?
Yeah. Then I watched
Jurassic
an
Park has
episode of the
gotten out of
X-Files with Tony Shalhoub, who was Monk, and he got blasted by a machine that turned his shadow into dark matter. So if you walked into his shadow, you got fucking sucked into it, and people just started melting. He was going, "Don't come near me!" Oh, but he was being really vague instead of going, "My shadow will kill you," and so
Yeah,
he'd be like,
kept saying,
"Don't
"Come
do
near
it," and he's like trying to fuck with a light bulb to make it dark, and people would go, "Stop," and then get sucked in until Mulder almost stepped in. He's like, "Hey, don't step in my shadow; it'll kill you." And I went, "You could have saved 9 people. Why didn't you?"
9 people fell into a
Oh,
shadow?
people were getting sucked in left.
Damn.
They were all in accident except for the last.
we're sending people
Except
to
for the
the
last
shadow
one. He was
realm.
trying to blast himself back
Yeah.
to bits, and this rookie detective wouldn't let him. And he's like, "I'm sorry," and he stepped forward, and she went, "Wah!" and she got sucked in. Gone. Yo, X-Files doesn't fuck around. They kill kids. They kill people's parents and siblings, and like fucking Mulder's dad gets killed, and Scully's sister gets popped. I'm just like, whoa. There's this very comical episode. Can't even get into the paranormal science behind it, but there's this very comical episode where there's this family at like a fair, some sort of like carnival, and there's this little kid walking around. He's got a balloon, like your classic 2-year-old, like the kid he would be like tee tee, and he's walking around with the balloon, and basically there's paranormal presence that's like pulling the balloon, so he's just following it, and it pulls him onto the train tracks.
Oh, God.
But the train tracks are like a fucking, the conductor's like driving it. It's like it's tiny, right? You know what I mean? But it's still, it's like kid size. The conductor driving.
Oh, no.
And so he walks onto the tracks, and the kid's parents are like, oh, like looking for him. They're like, oh, and they see him, and the train's coming, and the fucking guy, I don't remember if the guy's like beeping over, but the conductor's like, oh, and he's like this, and it just shows like the kid, and it's like cut to black, and I'm laughing, like, but it was a small, like, what happened? And then the next scene, they're like, he's dead. He fucking died.
my God.
Like he was dead. And I was like, oh my God, they killed him in such a comical way.
I feel
he
like-
got killed by a tiny toy train.
I feel like he would just kind of tumble along, like maybe
well,
push
not
out
in,
of the way and be
not
like,
in X-Files. They just go,
"Whoa."
that kid's dead.
Kid's gone.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my
Old
God.
X-Files that you're watching? Because I know you're watching
Yes.
through it right
That
now.
was like season 2.
I think
that
that
show
was-
rules, dude.
many
I
seasons?
love it. Of the original, there's like 7 or 8, I think.
Okay, not too bad.
It's not too bad.
But it's like the old, like 22 episodes a season, right?
Yes.
So it's like I would say it's kind of bad.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are so good. It's so
So many
90s.
shows that have like 22 episodes.
Oh.
Like, just narrow it down.
Yeah, just go
tighten
watch
it up.
all of Super
Yeah, but
Out.
this is but I'll tell you, you talk about like Trevor was just saying shows where it's like, oh, it's so intense, and you're like, ugh, like it like twists your guts while you're watching it. This is a fucking popcorn show. You're just going, woo! Get that Wolfman! Get the Wolfman! Like they're so carefree and just fucking ridiculous.
I never
They're
watched
fun.
it because
Me neither.
The theme song always scared me when I was
Dude,
young. And I went, no,
I'll tell
take
you.
this shit off.
I never watched it as a kid. Have never thought about it my entire
Are you
life. I've
serious?
seen the movies.
What sparked
Right?
this interest?
What
in
sparked
X-Files?
the interest is when my brother was in town, he was watching it. And so a couple nights he'd turn on X-Files and I was like, this show rules. I might start watching
Dude.
this. And then after he left, I started watching it. And so now I just text him about it like,
Your
I
brother
got to the
and I-
cockroach episode. And he's like, oh, that's one of my favorite episodes.
Your brother and I text a lot about board games now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
got excited.
Yeah, we played. Was it Medium or something like that? Then I was telling him about
Oh.
Gloomhaven, and then
Go ahead.
like a couple days later, he shows
does
me a
that.
picture where
He does that.
owns Medium, he owns Gloomhaven.
Gets into kicks.
Yeah.
Hobbies.
And then he was like, showed me a picture of like this board game, and I went, oh shit, that's Nemesis. Like that's the board
That's
game
the game you were talking about.
I was talking. I've been ranting about, and I've been wanting to own and play for a couple years.
That's how you
and
know, like, he's like you, or he does his research. You didn't tell him to get that.
No, not at all. I went,
You
"Holy
set him
shit, you
off,
have
and now
Nemesis."
he's just like, that's his hobby. He does tons of shit like that. Like he does,
He
like,
paints,
he
like,
models.
yeah,
You know, he
paints
builds
models,
them all.
yeah,
and
builds
then
them and
he-
paints them,
well, I
right.
mean, but it's like he has like a whole like workshop. Like he's got like
Oh,
the
yeah, I saw
spray
that. I
and
saw
like
one of the
hand
pictures
sprays
of
and
it.
shit. He'll be like, oh yeah, this took me $400 to make, or some crazy shit like that. And I'm just like, you
wild.
old.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah, old piece of shit. That's what I tell him. I go, hey, die. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Movement. Come with me on a journey. The journey of how Movement watches came to be. In a tiny apartment in Southern California, two college dropouts teamed up to create a watch company that simply broke every single rule. With fair prices, unexpected colors, and clean original designs, Movement grew into one of the fastest growing watch brands, shipping to over 160 countries across the globe. Now, Movement has expanded into minimalist jewelry and more style essentials that don't break the bank, all designed out of their California headquarters. I mean, Movement, you know, there's nothing not to like. It's a real low-profile look. There's a lot of variety. They're quality. They don't break the bank. They don't cost a lot. And they're just making more and more, variety of things you can purchase. It's just like you can Movement something. You know what I mean? I'm movement on my wrist, movement on my face, movement on my ears maybe. You can move wherever you want. Movement watches have the look and quality of a $400 to $500 watch you can get at a department store, but cost a fraction of the price because they were built online, and Movement owns their process from start to finish. You get a beautiful watch shipped right to your door for free, and if you don't love it, you can ship it right back also for free. If you want to elevate your look with style that doesn't break the bank, then join the Movement and get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/offtopic. Again, that's mvmt.com/offtopic.
That's what I do every single time I look at you guys.
No.
But if we're dead, Sarah, how could you worm your way on the off topic? You couldn't, you know what I mean? And then all would be lost. But on the upside, you could go back to Taco Bell and get that every flavor drink that you liked.
I didn't like it. I'm just saying it exists. I
thought you said you'd do it.
No, I like the lemonade and Baja Blast. That one is
dirty water,
solid.
dishwater.
Yeah, because
I love it so much.
No, that's
I
how you know you did it
affectionately
right. Is because it looks like dishwater. It looks like it's this weird
That's how
gray.
you know you did it right. It sounds like the
Dude.
most.
It's the way you want it.
What's up with the meat
Disgusting
guns?
thing.
Is it a hose and meat?
No. It is a meat. Not meat. It is a sour cream gun.
What? There's no beef hose? Where does the beef come
The
from?
beef comes in frozen bags that you put in the
And then you put it in a super soaker and shoot it on your
No,
tacos?
you put it in a
that they don't
big
want from
thing
the-
full
I
of
want-
water.
That's not.
Taco
That's
Bell needs
hot.
to be more efficient. Everything should be in a gun
Yo,
or some sort of like
I
talking tube.
effing love Taco Bell's probably my second next to McDonald's. I love
I
it.
hate McDonald's.
I mean,
but
Taco
love
Bell-
access to a taqueria, so that's.
Oh,
It's
so
different,
real,
though.
Yeah,
real.
real
Yeah, but you don't. Any sane person doesn't look at Taco Bell and go, "This is Mexican food."
Right. There's Mexican
right?
food, and then there's like
It's
taco
just
slop.
100%.
It's like comparing McDonald's to a real cheeseburger.
But,
want slop.
but just like growing up, I just
Oh,
I ate
they got me hooked.
taqueria food.
They got me
And every
hooked.
time I, eat Taco Bell, I'd be like, why?
Yeah.
Oh.
Every time. Well, here's the problem. When are you eating Taco Bell? Is it early? Is it
Jackie
early?
loves Taco Bell.
Is it earlier than midnight? Too early.
If
When
you know
when
what
it's
to get-
midnight and it goes
Meal.
bong, you go. And you pull up the covers and you have the
my.
quesadilla. The best thing about the quesadilla is you rip it open and then the bag itself, you squirt the
Is the
sauce
plate.
on it.
It's
the
its own plate.
And then
Yeah.
I'm sitting there
It's great.
going, get him, Mulder. Get him. Oh, did I take my lactate? Nope.
This is real.
I'll go to sleep and then I wake up in the morning and go, because I had Taco Bell at 1 o'clock in the morning and didn't take it
literally
lactate.
was like,
And it's just
what is it?
90% cheese. And I'm just going, and I'm
Literally,
screaming.
like, are you gonna fall into the shower? No, I lived Moss. No.
Oh, dude, you go from live Moss to live no Moss.
When you
hurts,
did,
Moss.
Michael, when you did the Face Jam photo shoot for RTX, Javier messaged me. He goes, "Does Michael have any food restrictions?" And I go, "I mean, he's lactose intolerant, but he just doesn't give a fuck.
No restrictions.
No
Still
restrictions."
sends it.
But
That ruled because we did that photo shoot where we were like hanging out in the van that doesn't work and had a bunch of like we had like all the stuff we were selling, and one of the things in the Face Gym line is this like bag. It's like fast food bag you can buy, but it's like really nice. It's like made from that shit. Like if you have the wallet that you can't rip, it's
Yeah.
something like that material.
Yeah.
So it's
That
really
Tyvek?
sturdy. It's really. It looks like a paper bag, but it's really sturdy and it's got like a cool like magnet clasp. It's just like a cool little prop. I don't know what the hell you'd use it for. But what was great was we got to do the shoot and there was fucking food inside of it. And it was real food. And Wes is like, yeah, we just bought it. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking eat it. So I think it was Pete Terry's. So I was eating Pete Terry's at like 10:45. Just going like, this shoot rules. This is my favorite. There's tons of pictures of us like pointing at fries and shit. That's all real. We were just like, yo, can I get that one? Anyway. I guess here's the thing. I thought they would still do first bell, and then I would just like fight them.
Yeah.
If I do it fast enough, it stops. But I guess Tyler was just like, first
catching
bell,
up.
and then I just didn't see it till like 15 minutes later. That was them.
That-
Theirs is
there you
louder.
go.
Theirs is louder.
Cleaner.
Hang on. Now do yours. Oh, I think he turned it up even.
Oh, yeah,
All right, we didn't need to show off.
Uncompressed
Yeah.
right there.
Show
That's
off.
a raw audio file.
Anyway,
is.
now that we're near the end of the show, we gotta be close. I mean, trust me, we didn't start on time.
No. But
Holy shit. All right, we get it. Hey, I'm talking here. Hey, firsties, thanks for watching. Much appreciated. We would not be able to do the incredible, groundbreaking things that you see before us, like have Sarah on this show, if it wasn't for you. So thank you, and really thank you to Sarah for just getting us here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we have the car, but with no gas, where are we gonna go? Because we ain't electric. We're not efficient, you know? And Sarah's just like, I'm the gas. That's what gas sounds like.
Yeah.
And just glug, 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 glug. Here we are. Podcast is happening. Did you like that analogy? Too bad. You have it, whether you want it or not. If you're not first, hey, sign up. Do a free trial. Watch some shows. Plenty of stuff to enjoy right now. You get discount in the store. Watch Can't Betrayal. Whatever you're doing, turn this podcast off and watch Can't Betrayal. It's fine. I can take the hit. I can do this all day. But I don't want to do it a third day in a row, because 2 is enough.
yeah, I'm sorry.
So, you know, there's that.
Podcast. Yay.
Back to the news segment.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that the first members, support us enough to give me a platform where I can confront my, the person that assaulted my dog.
Well, is this like, does that make Sarah Winter Soldier? I finally watched it.
Oh, you did?
So, is she like making amends? Are you first on her list?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Did
say
you watch
so.
Winter Soldier? You
Yeah.
skipped it.
Yeah, I did.
Yes,
I watched Winter Soldier.
okay, then why did you seem so shocked?
I thought it was the movie. I thought like Captain America and the Winter
Civil
Soldier,
War,
and I was like, why the fuck did you just watch that? And I was very confused for a second.
That was a fantastic movie.
It is a good movie, but I was confused for a second.
Yeah.
But I caught up when you mentioned the
What I
amends.
want to know is how come we didn't see him get his hair cut? When did that happen?
That's a good point.
Yeah, what was that scene?
Was it
In
emotional?
Endgame, we got the tail end of Cap, sitting there, wife beater, buff as shit, and then looking at the mere shaved face, he just
also
shaved
got
off
Thor.
the stash.
You got Thor getting his haircut too in Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, it's a cool cut.
It was a clean look.
Yeah,
They got the OG look in there long enough, and they were like, "You're free." I'm sure Chris Hemsworth loved that.
Well, is it gonna? Isn't it back technically right now? Because
Oh yeah, I guess it was long again in Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I don't
it's a
suspect
wig.
to see that again.
Extension.
Oh.
No, I'm sure it is a wig, and it's probably a nightmare.
Yeah.
Of how long it would take to attach that to his skull. I'm just saying, as an actor.
Skull. Not his scalp. His skull.
Oh yeah, as an actor, I'm sure he was like, "Noise!" when they're like, "We're gonna cut your hair." He was probably like, "Oh, thank you, God, must get hot."
Dude,
Well, wasn't-
And
like,
breathe.
everyone
wasn't-
wants to be like a film superhero, but my God, like imagine having to sit down in a chair for like 12 hours to do like Drax's
just
like,
Oh my God,
makeup,
man.
Yeah.
or when Christian Christian Bale was running around Chicago in the fucking heat
Yeah.
with that bat suit that had none of that shit is comfortable.
Well, have
or,
you-
or
no, wait,
breathes.
This
No.
doesn't breathe.
no, have you guys not seen the pictures of what their outfits look underneath like the display stuff? Because it's all mesh. Like the under layers of their outfits are like these mesh tube
You're
tops.
talking about like those triangles and stuff?
No, I
That's
mean
for
like
CGI,
it's there are pictures of like with Captain America and like the top half of his suit's off
Like
and
fishnet?
it looks like he's wearing a fishnet top underneath. I'll have to find a picture. It's
A lot of the
silly.
suits
Keep them alive.
Probably.
Yeah,
You also
no,
need
absolutely.
multiple people to help you get in those things.
Yeah.
Like, that thing is tight.
Like
It's probably smart that a lot of them are now CG, just because like, for the sake of you're just wearing basically a onesie and you can move around and all that.
Or like
Spider-Man's a
Green
CG. Green Lantern.
dude,
I rewatched
Iron
that like
Man's
3 months
first.
ago.
I haven't seen that at all.
Me neither.
I
No.
haven't seen that at all, but I know it's bad.
But I kept going, that's Sinestro.
I need to watch that.
Dude, new Spider-Man coming out soon.
When's
That'll
that?
be exciting.
Yeah.
It's December.
Spider-Man Never Been Home.
No.
Yep. Never going back home.
Now I can't. No Way Home. No.
No Way Home.
What is it?
No Way Out.
Oh.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, you do.
Spider-Man.
No Way Home?
Spider-Man can't go home.
No.
Past curfew. Gonna get in trouble.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Home.
Spider-Man. I snuck
Spider-Man.
out at night, came back home, and the light went
I
on,
don't
so
know.
I was
Spider-Man.
busted.
There's a spider in my house.
Bedtime.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But it's
Spider-Man. No sleep for the
still no
naughty.
trailer though, which is freaking annoying.
Damn. Just boycott the movie. Don't see it.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna
I
see
feel
that
like that
movie.
trailer is gonna just like
Midnight.
blow minds.
Well, I think they're probably waiting for it to like either go out with What If or with what's that other movie that's coming out?
Shang-Chi.
Yes, that one.
Shang-Chi.
I feel like they would want to
Dude,
attach it.
10
I
million.
saw a trailer for that. For something. I saw a movie, and I don't remember. Maybe it was Black Widow. But I saw a trailer for that. Knowing nothing about it and not seeing any material or anything on it. I just went, "Oh, the rings are weapons." With no idea what it meant. And then I'm like, I'll be honest, I didn't expect them to be punching people with them. I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, when
It's just like one of those like, here's a movie and here's the subtitle. It's like, ooh, what, even if they were a weapon, you'd think of something like the Infinity Stones or like these. And I'm just like, oh, he's just full on just like beating people with these big ass Sonic rings.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just shocked me. I went, oh, those are the rings?
Yeah.
That's very literal.
In the comics, they were all rings on his
Yeah,
hands, and I'm
actual
pretty
rings.
sure that they were like, okay, we just did a gauntlet with stones. Let's move to a different visual. And I guess that those rings are based off. I don't know what they're called, but
They're called the
there's-
10 Rings.
No. In real
the
life,
actual
those
rings.
rings,
Oh.
Yeah.
they're weighted rings that martial artists actually use for strength training when they're like, doing their thing. I don't know exactly. I'd only learned about that when I had seen them in the movie.
I found the picture and I was trying to
Clever
send it
use
to
of them.
Tyler, and it won't work.
Just on the phone.
Tippity.
No, I found a picture of Chris.
I'm sorry, Trevor.
You know what? I'll just get on my. I'll text
what
it.
were you
I'll let her
saying?
know. I'll let her know right
Can
now.
you
I
just
was
do
saying-
voice to text what you say?
Oh my god, my phone is. No, look, it's like him and his tube top. It's like
I see
mesh
belly
underneath,
button.
and it's
Oh
like.
yeah, you see
Yeah,
the
that
belly
way
button.
I'm sure it's so it can breathe.
I mean, that still doesn't look like that bad. He's also ripped, so
yeah.
I mean,
it makes
yeah.
that work.
Shit.
But I sent it to Tyler
But-
Stab. Hopefully, he'll
Hey.
show you guys.
If you're in the MCU, you gotta
Hey,
be
guess
buff.
what? That old bitch is dead now.
He is.
He's old.
Take these dead.
No, he's living on the
Yeah, they haven't actually said that he's dead.
Well, I mean, he's dead though.
I live on the
If you
moon.
watch 10 seconds of
On the moon.
Falcon and Winter Soldier,
They don't
like, he's dead.
No, he's
They
on the
do not
moon.
say that.
They
He is on the
constantly say he's gone. He's gone.
He's in
They're-
hiding.
Well,
And the whole movie, the two friends he had are like, I miss him, man. Why wouldn't they just go see him? He's dead.
He's disappeared before.
I'm just saying.
I didn't take that as that. But
What did
maybe
you?
I'm just dumb.
Why didn't you take that
Yeah, he
as?
iced
Why wouldn't they
himself
call
up.
him?
I took it
You
as
don't
like,
think during the
He's too old
entire,
for
I'm
cell
just saying,
phones. I don't
the
use
entire
that.
show of being like, who's the new Captain America?
him.
Who gets the shield? You don't think they would have just said like, hey, by the way, Cap, do you think I should be Captain America? You don't think he didn't call him for a reason?
You know
He's
what?
Like, he's like, here's the shield.
Here's
Don't
the thing.
call me.
Who
I
are you?
give
Don't
so,
call me.
I give
Bitch,
so
who
little
is
cares
this?
about Captain America that I was just like, I'm happy not seeing him. I'd rather see a whole show of the other two than him.
That's fine. That doesn't really
So
explain. why
I just
they
didn't
wouldn't
think
just
about
call
it. I was like, he's
Where
gone, he's
Cap
dead, I
is
don't
in this whole
care.
Situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him be gone. Let him die.
I mean,
Wow.
he's
Good.
Good. Marvel's 2 years ahead of you. Welcome to 2019. Sarah demands radical change. It's already happened. Get rid of you. While you're at it, get rid of Tony Stark. Get him out of here too.
No.
We've been done with them.
Can we
No.
conclude this Thanos
And
arc?
Spider-Man.
No,
Throw
I-
him in.
I'm 100% Team Iron Man. So
He's dead too. So
Don't remind
both
me.
teams
That's
are dead.
sad.
Hey, remember Civil War? They're both dead.
Yeah. Team Step on Dog, Team Lock Up Superheroes Behind Bars. I see you.
I wonder if Kang is going to be so in the comics.
Pronounced Krang.
this is
Excuse
spoilers
me.
for Loki.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This is fan theory. So I'm curious, Fredo, where you think they're gonna attach Kang the Conqueror, because in the comics,
Well, you put him in the belly,
he is a
that's right.
descendant of Doom. But by name, he's a Richards in like 3000 in the year like
Really?
31st century. And he's basically like a historian that's looking back on tech, and he
Mike, what you doing on your
finds.
phone?
I think it was Doom's.
Mine's
tech?
related. Look,
Or
there's
was it-
Kang. He's in
or-
the belly.
Yeah, Kang's a little brain guy.
TMNT King.
You were the Kang to Lindsay's. I don't remember the characters' names, but anyway. Yeah, I know. I'm moving on. Shh.
Like he said, I'm the conqueror. Look,
It's like
it's Kang.
Get in there.
It's Marvel's Kang.
It's Marvel's Kang. Anyway,
Yo, look at that speedo.
I wonder if they're going to. There's two schools of thought here. They can either make him a descendant of Tony Stark, because Kang has like Iron Lad as one of his variants.
Iron Lad.
Tony is the one in the show in the MCU who figured out the time travel mechanics
Well,
to
they've-
control
He's
it.
happy.
And so I'm wondering, yes, he's very happy. if Kang is going to explore Stark's tech. But I don't know if he's going to be like related to him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm geeking
there's
out over
rumors-
all the paths
Well,
that
there's
Kang
like
can
rumors
go
that
down.
Iron Lad will be Harley from Iron Man 2.
Harley?
Harley, he's
Yeah, the kid from
He's
two.
a little
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, yeah. No, that
and
makes-
yeah,
I
no,
forgot
and
his
he's
name, to be
yeah, no,
honest.
his name's Harley. But he's at Tony Stark's funeral, so everybody's like, why the hell would they bring this guy back if it wasn't
Was that
for
2 or 3?
Young
might be
Avengers,
three.
dude. They're
3.
all established.
I don't remember.
The little whippersnapper. That
Yeah,
was
the little
3.
and
Yes.
it, like apparently time-wise, he should be like about the same age as
right.
Peter Parker. And
Yeah,
then
he
you
was
take
way
Bishop
We
in.
see him at the
Yeah.
funeral, and I mean, he's
He's
tall,
there.
at least.
I went,
I don't-
oh shit, look, he's grown up. I think the interesting thing is that like,
It was like when they brought back Bow Wow
yeah,
for F9.
Yeah,
Those 2
very
scenes.
much the same.
just a couple.
One scene he's standing there, and then he's at the barbecue.
And they're like, who's Tom? Oh my god. Hey, 2-part finale F10. Oh my god.
One last ride, twice.
I think the interesting
One
thing
last
is,
ride, round trip.
There and back again.
well, there's just like that was one of the like variations of his origins. There's still the one where it's like, he was Ramen Tut, and then he
Yeah.
goes on to be like,
Well, that's his debut, right?
yeah, that was like his debut. I think it's interesting because he's going to be tied into Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which makes me think that
He's tied in there, but not Madness, like the Multiverse of Madness.
Madness.
John Madness.
I just like Multiverse of Madness is sooner. So
no,
like,
I think what we're going to see with Doctor Strange.
What about the
too,
sacred
is a lot of
timeline?
the
I've only gotten
a lot of
one
the stuff
episode.
with like Scarlet Witch.
It's such a good show.
Oh,
I've seen that part 3 times now.
oh, hey!
All those people just holding it.
I just
And I
think
go,
that
they
the
stroke it like
the
this.
TVA actually lives within
They do.
the
I mean, in the little
quantum
animation.
universe, but I don't know. There's a whole bunch of things.
They
I don't
never really
like that
confirmed or
theory.
denied that, did they?
I don't
mean,
like it.
I never do.
I think that they do as well, but who knows? I've been deep diving into all those theories that I won't explore because you're thrice into one episode.
Yo, I'm picking up everything they're putting down over and over. When
You're rewatching
when
it.
he shows up in the desert, I'm like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. He rules them.
That scene where he gets
And-
fucking punched.
And they're like,
Oh yeah.
who are you? It's a pretty funny scene where he gets punched and you're like, oh, they're doing slow-mo. And you're like, why are they still doing slow-mo? And then the woman just like walks over.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's just funny seeing like, obviously the whole context of what the show is, but like, my impression from one episode is it's very interesting how it's like, you know, Marvel's always like, who's more powerful? And you got this planet and this god and this being, and then you have these group of people that are just like a bunch of nerds, and they're just like, oh yeah, we can do whatever we want though. It's like we're not like people, so it doesn't matter. We're not out here like our job isn't to like I'm powerful. I'm gonna
Right.
we just fix shit, but like you're like an ant to us. Like,
Yep.
you're nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just some woman with a stick. You know, I look like a security guard.
Yeah,
Just
you
go
gotta-
quiet, you.
You gotta
Get
get
through
through the
it.
show.
It's
One of my favorite
Things
characters.
you can't talk about.
No.
Yeah. Do you remember the guy who's like,
gay.
I was born behind a desk? I don't,
Yes.
And they're like, what's a fish?
And that's
Oh
what
yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah. That was
about.
that's like the first guy. That's
in
the
the first
receptionist.
episode.
That's the guy that I was
Yeah,
like, my
he's
God,
He's
I
in
love this man.
a good place.
Yeah.
He's in a good place.
Oh, really? Is
Right?
Which guy is that?
in where in the good? Is he?
Who is he?
Yeah,
I'm
isn't he the-
scrubbing
isn't
through
he the
every
friend of
tape
the,
right
the
now.
Oh my
Asian
God,
guy in
this
A Good
table
Place?
is the devil.
He's like his friend.
Well, it's
like his best friend or whatever.
a ghoul.
Oh, when he's alive.
Yeah, when he's
is
when
it
he's
John
yeah, I think so.
Oh,
When he's alive,
oh,
the Asian
is that
actor,
him?
he's in A
Is
Good
that
Place.
him? The guy who's doing all the
And he has
schemes with him?
his best friend.
He
Yeah,
was the one
that's him.
supposed to let him out of the safe.
Yes, and he dies in the safe.
I didn't know that.
Dude, that's such a good show.
It is.
It was oh man, the ending of that show was so sad, but very
It was
satisfying.
like the perfect ending for that show.
Yeah.
Great. They didn't botch it like they did with Dexter.
I mean,
seen
I
it.
mean,
Is it the
I
same
mean,
people?
Dexter's ending got botched, but Dexter, the last couple seasons, it was a long botch job. It wasn't just like
it's like a
Really draw
it
out
just
this
took a,
plot.
it just took a dive where I don't know. It's probably a show that would have benefited being like
Were
3
they-
seasons less.
yeah.
Were they 22? Like every season was like a 22?
Dexter, no, I think they were like 10 or 12. Or
Okay, at
something.
least
They were
there's that, 'cause I was like,
think
oof.
it was a Showtime show, so
Oh, then yeah, probably.
it was definitely not like a network like 22 episode thing.
Network I don't know.
I'm on The Bachelorette.
I
I'm
oh,
sucked
shit, man.
in, man.
Barbara and I are going to start that,
Weeds.
and then we binge through Ted Lasso.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows.
Alice in Borderland. We
They,
No,
binged
no.
through.
Here's a question. Have you watched the weird people dressed as animals dating show?
Oh God,
No, God,
Sexy Beast?
no.
We
Sexy
talked about
Beast,
that, though.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot.
talked
Nobody,
about
I
it.
think, has watched it because we're just like,
How do you take that plunge?
I just don't. I don't want to.
First, you watch that weird animal.
That's a show. That's a
anime.
show. I feel like you all have to. Oh, you talk about Beastars.
Yeah, I was like, first you watch
I've
that,
watched.
and then you
I
watch.
watched the first
Oh,
season
the
of Beastars.
I've not seen
primer.
it.
I haven't
You-
seen the. It's
Wolf
probably
trying
less
to fuck
weird.
that rabbit.
Yeah, that's not even the weirdest part. Of it.
Jesus Christ.
That's honestly
all I
not
know
even
about
the
that
weirdest
show.
part. He's not. Well, the thing is, like, he's not even really like trying to fuck this rabbit. Like, he wants to murder the rabbit, which is like this weird thing where like the animals don't kill each other and shit, but sometimes they do.
What's happening?
And so it's like
Beastar?
it's like don't
It's an anime.
don't murder the rabbit.
Furry anime.
And then
It
it
is a
turns
furry
into
anime.
like he's just like obsessed with her. So then it slowly turns into like, oh, maybe I don't like. He goes out of control when he's around the rabbit, which initially is like, I'm a wolf, I'm gonna kill it. But
Yeah.
then it's like,
Hormones start raging.
basically,
within him.
yes.
And he sees
like
that
the
those
sharks and
rabbits-
Nemo.
The twist there that's
Their eyes go
just very weird is the rabbit just bangs, which I guess makes sense for
That's
a
a
rabbit.
dude. Rabbits
yeah?
be banging.
But it's like
Rabbits
Wait,
out
is
there
the
are slamming
rabbit,
tail.
weird.
Well, like
is the
that's-
rabbit banging other rabbits? Or
No,
other...
like other.
anything.
No, it's like in
I've
Arthur,
seen a clip.
where rabbits are just banging anything that moves.
The only thing I've seen is like a clip, and it was like all of these 3 different animals sitting on a bench being like, well, I've slept with rabbit, and I've slept with rabbit, and I've slept with rabbit. And everybody's like, did everybody sleep with this rabbit?
It's just very weird. It's very weird, dude. When
That's
you
fine.
watch a rabbit like take off a wolf's pants, and you go, "Oh, I gotta." Should I turn this off?
What the fuck?
Like,
No, they're like human pants.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, they're all like humanoid, but for a show that like on the surface level you joke like, "Oh, that's that furry show," and then you watch it, it's
And you're
like
like,
a show about animals, and then it kind of out of nowhere, it's like. This is way more than I was willing to bargain for. I didn't know.
Is it like adult Arthur?
No.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's not far off. It's just like
I'll just
here's
stick
the
with the
I'm sure
Bachelorette.
there's a camp, right? That there's people.
Real people
There's
taking
people.
real clothes off.
Here's the thing, right? There's
I
people.
don't need
As someone who's
rabbits
watched the first
sucking
season,
wolves off.
as
Sucking them dry.
it's very much like the fact that they're animals kind of has a like. In some instances, you just ignore
Trying
it.
to get you into it.
Well, it's like you ignore it as in like, oh, it's just like people, like the rest of so much of the show has to do with the fucking drama club, like the acting club.
Like Glee Club or some shit? It's
like plays and shit.
Ugh.
Like so much of it has to do with just like normal shit of like, I want to get this role.
Wait
I want
a
to be a starring
second.
play.
then-
That has so much
Is
to
this,
do
are
with
they
it.
high
People are
schoolers?
banging
Yes.
people.
I think.
Oh.
Do they have a
think
musical?
That makes it worse.
I think.
I don't know how. but
I
it
don't
makes
know.
it worse.
And it's always like, and like B-Star, it's like a thing in the show. It's not just the name. It's like, I want to be the B-Star. It's like the valedictorian is like, I want to be the B-Star. And so it's very much like, oh, you forget they're animals. But you can't totally walk away from it because them being animals has so much to do with the plot where they're like, it's in your blood, it's animal blood. And they like, they go to like the black market and you can like buy blood and like you know, carnivores aren't supposed to be doing it, but they're like, I give them blood. And then they're like, there's people that are like down on their luck, and it's like, I'll sell you my blood.
See,
It's
I was just gonna make a joke that you need
herbivore
to
or
watch
whatever.
that.
It's fucking, and then
Watch
it'll
that,
be
so
like,
that when
it'll
you
be
watch
like,
the like real people dressed as animals, it's not the weirdest thing you've watched.
I don't know.
With this
It
concept.
just comes out of nowhere.
I just like again. I'll stick with the Bachelorette.
I
and
bet
last.
I bet there's people going, it's not. I like it. It's not furry. You're exaggerating.
Yeah.
And then there's furries going, it doesn't go far enough.
Yeah, take it further.
They're probably just like,
We'll
don't
see
call it a
wolf
furry
dick.
show because it's
Yeah.
bullshit. This is bullshit. You don't see any
Season 2 is coming
genitalia.
out, and
But do you
I
see
saw
the
a clip
motions?
already, and I was
I don't
just
think
like,
so. I don't think you see any banging.
Does,
What
like-
happens in this clip?
Does,
I
like,
saw a
the-
clip of like a wolf
I don't
and
remember.
something else like making the fuck out.
that's
And I
just-
was like, and it was graphic.
That's hentai.
And people were definitely not wearing clothes. And I was like, what is happening? And then I was like, we're just gonna keep scrolling on TikTok.
Guys,
up the clip on
I don't know.
Pornhub,
I don't know how.
first off.
I don't know how uppity you guys.
I was
are.
on
Is this
TikTok.
the show?
I thought we
I
could
was on
just
TikTok.
talk. I just thought we were talking about shows and anime. I didn't know I had to, address the council about watching Beastar.
Fucking weird.
Season 2 now on Netflix.
I was watching
Not a sponsor, but could be.
the Bachelorette
They do that.
yesterday,
They got-
and they had the whole like men tell all episode where it's just like, oh, all the guys come back.
Oh, is it done already?
Well, we're in hometowns. Next
Fuck.
week is
Okay, I
hometowns.
got some catching
and,
up to
and
do.
that's where like like the Bachelorette like confront some of the guys, whatnot, and the guys confront each other,
Yeah.
yada yada yada. One of the guys was just like, oh, Katie, the current Bachelorette for the season. He was like, Katie, we had a strong connection. Like, it's unfortunate that we didn't get to explore it. This, that. Like, really kind of just like pouring his heart out. You know what I mean? And then she's just like, oh, thanks, Jake. And he was like, oh my God, because the guy's name was not Jake. And the guy was like, why am I even here?
Hi.
It was just like, oh,
That's
brutal.
spicy.
I forgot the guy's actual name, but
You don't even know.
I don't know the guy's
Yes.
name. It wasn't memorable. But I was like,
Damn.
fuck, bro,
Yeah,
that's
fuck you,
brutal.
Jake.
She was like, oh my God. She just couldn't look at him. And I was just like, oh man, this man just talked about how there was a misconnection and you just don't even
This
know his
man's
name.
the protagonist of his own story, and she's like, "You're an NPC, you're a
She's
side
like,
character. Who are you, Jake?"
Unfortunate.
I thought you were.
Well, was he
from
like?
State Farm?
Was he? Yeah. Well, what's he wearing?
Red shirt?
And khakis. Was he eliminated early on?
Not.
Because there's a lot of people in that house. I do not blame her for not knowing
but
the name.
not early enough. Like he was
Okay.
like mid, like maybe the middle, or
Okay.
like
Well, here's the
slightly,
thing.
like
Some
between
people,
the middle and the end.
I feel like some people kind of coast on through because very quickly, I'm sure the contestant figures out, okay, this maybe 5 people have really caught my eye.
Yeah.
And you can't just eliminate 20 people episode 1.
Yeah.
So some people I feel like just kind of get dragged along. They're right down the middle where they don't get noticed. They're not annoying. They're not dramatic. They're not toxic.
Yeah.
But they're also not clicking. And so they just kind of cruise.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, it's time. It's time to get the cruiser out of
There's an
here.
expiration date on
Yeah,
that guy.
this man's ticking away. Get out of here.
Or I mean, was it like within the past couple of seasons? I forgot the name of the one Bachelorette where like immediately she was like, "This guy, I want to marry this guy." And they had to bring in another
Why am I
Bachelorette in the
blanking?
middle of the season because she immediately went, "This is my guy," and we're like, "We
Yup.
just started the show."
Yup.
And then she was like, "No, I already found him."
Yep.
Weird.
It was
It's just
very
like,
weird.
and so you had all these guys
They're
going,
still
"What?"
together?
Nope. I think they went and got like married. They went like they went crazy ham on their relationship.
Oh yeah.
Claire.
She was like, I want kids, I want the house, and like they were
He was
doing
like
an
a
interview, and he was just like, yeah,
Like, he was-
and I'm like, why
Dude.
were you even on the fucking
I was
show?
like, look at the guy's
I think I get
face.
it.
Like he was like, I'm cool to get some, but like when they were talking about he's the guy, he was like, yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
look at
She
the
was like-
man.
She's like, he's my guy.
She
We're
was
gonna get a house
blinded by
together.
love.
We're gonna have
I
kids,
get
and he's
it.
just like sitting there going,
Weird.
and I went, ooh.
That sounds like the
Yeah.
That's the guy you
worst
picked.
thing.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should have just
He seemed like a really nice
talked
dude.
to some of the other guys and figured it out.
But he was put in an awkward position where she went like, yeah.
You
But-
can tell it's a reality show too
man.
because like all the, I don't know, whatever 15 plus guys are like, what the hell, what the fuck? We didn't even get to like talk to her, mingle with her or anything like that, yada, yada, yada. And then like, that Claire leaves with her guy and then they had to bring in another bachelorette and then everyone's like, whoo, all right, let's do this. I'm just like, the easy switch.
Right.
like,
I'm here for
was just
whoever's in
flipped
front of me.
right there. And it was like, I'm all about this person now. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well.
That was a wild season. Because then at the very end, another previous contestant also tried to enter the fray, right? Like she, this is the one in the hotel, right?
Yeah, she showed up.
She shows up. I'm trying to piece it all together.
There's
man.
actually a handful of times.
Better do it quick.
Yeah, there's actually
We got about
there's
2
actually-
minutes left.
Yeah, there's actually a handful of times where like there'll be someone from a previous season, right, going for the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, doesn't make it, but then the next season they're like, well, I went for that Bachelor. It didn't work out, but I'm super into like the current Bachelor, so they try and push their way into the show, and a lot of times they get in. And it's like halfway through. So the guys that are like, or the guys or the girls that are going through this whole process, like, what the fuck? There's like a new person that comes in halfway. This makes no goddamn sense or whatever, yada, yada. And it stirs up the drama, the pot.
It just makes me laugh that more of the guys in Achievement Hunter watch Bachelor, Bachelorette than any of the women.
awesome.
It just is like the
What's
stereotypes
this, Judge?
just broken.
What's this?
No, it's nothing. It's just I just think
love
it's
it.
interesting that
I
like
eat
the
it up.
stereotypes are different. Like
Who was
people
the guy?
assume.
Matt. Not Matt Bragg, but Matt, the
But
contestant.
I can't watch B-Stars.
Matt, the contestant.
I never said you
Rabbits
couldn't
sucking
watch
each other off.
There's no
B-Stars.
sucking. He leaves before
Maybe
it happens.
maybe they'll do an
He gets
episode where they all
scared.
dressed up as animals.
You never know. There's
Get
always some
scared.
kind of like game or contest.
Wait,
Matt was
what?
the contestant who they picked.
That's not what
for
he's there
Bachelor.
for.
He's there to eat her.
He's there to get like a plant or something.
That's when the girl
She's
tried to
like the
show
gardening
up.
club.
It was
She
like she tried to
did.
show up at like the final 5 or some
Yeah,
shit.
she tried
She's
to
like,
show up
hi, and
super
he's
late.
like, nah.
Yeah, it's funny though because she came, did the whole quarantine thing, and she like vlogged it.
No, that's cum.
Oh, that is dumb. She like, she was just like, okay, she talked to producers, she flew down, she quarantined for a week, drove up with like a minivan.
In a minivan.
And then like talked to the Bachelor, and the Bachelor was just like, no, and then she just left.
Like she came into the house.
yeah.
She's like, can I do this? And like,
She's like, can I get on this pretty much? And then
the host came down and was like, this is, like, he did his very much like, I am surprised right now.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh my
wow,
God,
this
what
is
are you doing
unprecedented.
here?
We're going to have to talk to Matt about this.
Yeah.
And then eventually she comes in the house, everyone's talking shit. They're like, oh my God, what's this? She comes in, Matt's like, no.
Yeah.
And then she just walks right back out. Because it was so late in the show.
What the fuck is?
They were on the verge of
It's the
hometowns.
drama.
It seems.
It's the process of finding love.
Oh, and it's
yeah,
real.
uh-huh.
And it's
yeah, so real, and they all stay together, and there's happily ever afters. Ooh.
Speaking of happily ever after, this show is ending now.
Yeah.
But
Unless someone
But-
walks on.
hey, what's that? Huh? You know who's walking on right now to steal the show? The AH Post team. Sarah, what are you playing?
Ooh, we have not talked about it yet, so.
What do you? It's in like 2 minutes. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I might be in it. I'm gonna teleport there.
It's unfortunate.
Yep. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea what we're playing. Jaren, we usually decide Monday
that
morning.
sucks.
So, Yeah.
They're playing something.
I thought Larry was on last week. He knew exactly. He was at Gartic Phone.
Yeah, because
and he was like, I'm in it too. So he was doing double duty. He triple duty. He was on Off Topic. He was in the stream, and he knew what the stream was.
we haven't talked about it yet. There's nothing wrong with that, Larry. That was same day.
Again.
We'll probably.
now,
the
you should
priorities around a bit.
I don't even know who's here next week.
She didn't even know the names
Well, that's
of
a
her
problem.
coworkers.
It's falling apart.
Well, anyway, go watch whatever it is that they're playing. Sarah doesn't know, but maybe she'll be there. If you're unfamiliar with RTTV, we are live throughout the week. Just pop in, pop in, pop off, sign up. You can make a free account and chat if you'd like. If we do read comments on our live shows, they're from the Rooster Teeth website. So if you want to chat or engage with whoever's playing, that's the chat we read. Also, be sure to watch Camper Trail. That's what it says. I'm not messing around that terminology.
Stick to the script for that.
Also, it says if we're sticking to the script, I will say, then it reiterates about the posting, which I already did. I like to jump around, but the final thing, it says title. Sarah stepped on Gabu and then confirmed in all caps.
It's a pretty good title.
10 out of 10.
Good title.
Emojis.
Sarah, you did it.
Thanks.
I mean,
It's unfortunate.
you
There's
literally-
like 10 witnesses.
Whatever. I mean, there was never a question of whether it happened or not. It was
Yeah.
just we didn't think there'd be gloating about it.
Think gloat.
Hey, look, this was the
very
shoe.
smug
Thanks.
about it.
This was
Wait.
the shoe that
Thanks
did
for
it.
being on,
Thanks.
Sarah.
I'm also gonna I know there's like 5 seconds left, but go watch our podcast OT3 or listen to it
Why
where
didn't
all
you
podcasts
talk
are
about
found.
that at all?
I forgot.
Talked about it like earlier.
I have heard
wait, no.
more about that podcast from Jeremy than no one else.
Wait, what?
Well, because he's
Yeah.
always like, "Hey, watch OT3," and he always talks about it. You're on the
Well,
whole podcast.
No,
doing your own
There was. I
orchestration.
tried to make a
You
segue
don't
and you
bring
went
it up.
away from it. I was going to make a segue about how this week's episode was about A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I was going to be like, I'm reading right now, and then nobody's like, what are you reading? No one asked.
Yeah, well, no shit. You talked about
I'm
book
illiterate.
stuff. And that's not true. I said, "Did you read Green Knight?"
like
and you
pictures.
Yeah,
didn't
and I
answer.
went, no, I didn't. And then
And so then
I
you
tried.
lost.
No,
Also,
I-
don't
I-
act like you're not in a room. Like you may be not on Off Topic. Don't act like this doesn't happen every single morning. You know exactly how these conversations.
No,
go.
I know.
You are.
I
If there's
could've just
anyone I don't.
interrupted.
Oh, and often you do. If there's anyone that's like in the weeds outside of people like on camera regularly, it's Sarah.
What does that mean?
I mean
Meet
that.
no rose, Sarah.
I mean that there's gonna be comments. There's
hint,
no
go
roast, but there's gonna be comments of
Get the
like,
hint, Jake.
oh, Sarah was on Off Topic and she didn't know what she was getting into. Every day,
Oh, yeah,
5 days a
absolutely.
week,
Oh, yeah.
at 10 o'clock in the morning,
It's like,
and it never ends.
no, it never ends, and it's okay, and it's
I'm just
okay.
saying,
But yeah.
you are prepared for this moment. This was
Oh.
not throwing you in the deep end.
No. Don't let anybody think that I knew what it was. Like, yeah, no. 10 out of 10, I knew what was going to
Anyway,
happen.
OT3.
Yay! Go listen. We did a whole weird episode about, I don't know, books. A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm really
know
selling my
about
whole
books.
show. I'm
we
nerd.
did an
I don't know.
episode about books.
We did an episode about My
Next
Immortal.
week is about fruit.
We did a whole episode about My Immortal, which is the worst Harry Potter fan fiction ever written.
What is it called?
My Immortal. It is.
See, I would have really loved to dig into this, but then, and that's where you'll cut.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you bleed? You will.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is that?